I ain't never seen a demonstration like this.
Sightseeing around Austin turned into a circus, tells us Coleman Buck. He's in town visiting with his friends and wanted to see the Capitol.
It's just a joke, really. I mean, it's, I don't know what to say about it.
He says the joke, the National Socialist Movement, or the American Nazi Party, as they like to call themselves. They're protesting, all 20 of them, immigration. To make their point, they ripped a Mexican flag. They spit on it. They even stomped on it.
It's like all of America is our Alamo. They are pouring over the walls, and they want to change our culture.
The neo-Nazi party says they're just promoting their own heritage and culture.
Everything pro-white in this country is now hate. It wouldn't matter what we wore, what we say, or what we do. White people aren't allowed to have white student unions. We're not allowed to have white history days. We can't have white entertainment TV.
Dressed like Hitler and wearing swastikas.
Well, you know what, guys? Maybe you want to update the look a little bit.
Maybe if you presented yourself in a little more reasonable fashion.
If there's some real issues there, maybe you want to dress differently.
Because there is a double standard, and a lot of people have presented it in a very, logical way. The guys, if you're dressed in swastikas and dressed like Hitler, I think you're trying to get attention more so than get your point across.
Look, I understand, and I hate to play devil's advocate, but look, the black things are just kind of a reaction to the fact that most TV is very white oriented. We're going to complain white people aren't on TV enough. My only problem is in places like these stupid video stores when they have black cinema or African American. That's unnecessary. What's the difference between a black people in a drama and white people in a drama? I mean, that's kind of ludicrous, but Black History Month, come on. We know why it's there. It's kind of a reaction.
Oh, we're just giving it to them. I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't need White History Month and, stop it.
Well, they're claiming they're not a hate group.
What do we want? White power!
Members say all they're doing is expressing their freedom.
You may view it as...
I can't get past the reporter's
How awful is she?
She's really horrible. I thought she was the deaf reporter for a minute.
What do we want? White power!
Members say all they're doing is expressing their freedom.
You may view it as hate, but we don't view it as hate.
Their chants,
Save all race!
hard to hear,
Come on!
were overpowered by hundreds of counter-protesters.
And I want to punch him in the face. That's what I want to do.
Fears of retaliation, exactly why DPS and APD were on guard. They could be seen in the air, on rooftops, and
All the way to the sidewalk, right there.
in masses on the ground. Their entire afternoon, keeping the two groups away from each other.
Nobody's listening to anybody.
And Capitol visitors safe, and you could say amused.
By the way, the pad data on XM, they're naming this Ants Friends.
Oh, really? Is that what it says?
They're going to label all the segments for the XM users.
Ants Friends?
It says Ants Friends.
I assure you I do not know these people. Where are they, Texas?
I really don't know what went on during that clip, because the report...
the Nazi
from the air and
rooftop. Oh, is she annoying?
Isn't that a great country that lets those jackasses protest, though? I mean...
let them.
Yeah.
20. There were 20 of them. 20 of them standing there yapping.
But by the way, to the pukes at Columbia University, that was just another cesspool of just obsessive liberal ideology. Whoever overran that speaker, the guy from the Minutemen, they wouldn't let him talk. As repulsive as you might find his views, that's what freedom of speech is. Those guys, as jackassy as they are, those 20 Nazis, they got the right to say it if they're being peaceful about it. And that's what colleges have lost, is they have no ability to listen to unpopular speech anymore. Speech! Speech!
Yeah.
I shut my fat mouth.
They will not.
Why?
You are
I know,
absolutely
but it's
right.
It's common sense. Everybody knows it. I'm just reiterating nonsensically.
Everyone knows it, but no one addresses it. You're right. A lot of people, they hear stuff like that and go, they shouldn't be allowed to march or talk or anything.
That's hate speech.
The whole thing of what this country's based on.
What's wrong with saying you hate people, by the way? As long as you're not inciting people to riot or scream something, what's wrong with saying that you hate people? You're allowed to say that. It's not illegal to hate people. It's just not nice.
This is just a dumb story. A 10-year-old student suspended for hugging his teacher.
Now that sounds adorable.
Certainly does. Probably was in the backseat of a vehicle.
Yeah, it was off school grounds.
Also in other news, a 10-year-old boy suspended from school after asking his teacher for a hug and calling her sexy. CBS 2's Tony Aiello has the story from Putnam Valley.
10-year-old Aaron says he's big into the...
All right, going into the story, I thought the schools are, because I'm hearing things about the schools. You can't touch teachers anymore.
Yep.
Teachers can't hug kids.
No.
Back in the day, you see a kid, he's having a rough day and stuff. The teacher would give him a quick hug like it'll be okay, blah, 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 right? So when I heard about this story, I'm like, this is, the school's just completely out of control, not allowing any touching or anything to happen in the schools. Obviously, the kid's just an ass.
What are the
calling his teacher sexy?
But he was 10.
At 10, you hear someone doing that, like your father hugging your mother.
Yeah.
You're sexy.
Hey,
you think that's
sexy.
affection. You don't suspend a 10-year-old.
Well, let's see.
Show him the error of his ways. You let him go through therapy like every other kid.
Let's see.
Did you find teacher sexy at 10?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
10?
Yeah.
I didn't know what sexy was at 10.
Definitely found teachers, a couple of my teachers, sexy at 10.
At 10.
Didn't know what the hell, you're supposed to do or anything about it. I just knew by looking at her that there was something different about that teacher than other teachers.
At 10, though? What
Yeah.
grade are you in 10?
I have no idea.
4th grade?
Let's see.
Is that about right?
8, 9, 10. Yeah, about that. Somewhere around there.
I didn't find my teacher sexy at 10.
They would,
No.
wear those 70s
No.
stupid skirts and stuff.
No, man. No. It all started in junior high for me. I think I went through grammar school without even thinking that a teacher was sexy.
No. I found a couple of them like, well, she's attractive in some weird way, but I have no idea why.
But you knew why, or you were just getting the feelings?
No, I knew, because I had already been making out with chicks at 10.
What?
When down in the basement of this apartment complex in Central Islip, there was this girl, and we would go down there to make out, and that was when I was about 10. So I knew what that was all about, those weird feelings. So yeah, you could see a 10-year-old saying that. Hey, you're sexy. Can I have a hug?
All right, let's see what this is about.
CBS 2's Tony Aiello has the story from Putnam Valley.
10-year-old Aaron says he's big into the JETS, not SEX. His parents say he meant nothing inappropriate when he told his teacher at Putnam Valley Middle School she looked sexy.
At the house, at home, the word sexy to us is beautiful, and you look pretty today. He's heard it on TV. Just yesterday, we heard it on 3 commercials.
I don't understand. If she wanted to punish him, I would understand if he did something of a sexual nature wrong. But to say that someone is sexy, we hear it on the news, we hear it all over the place with the celebrities and things of that nature.
Boy, are they blaming everybody.
Aaron was reprimanded for the sexy remark in September, then suspended last week when he asked the same teacher for a hug.
But I got scared when I got suspended.
Scared?
And the reason why I asked my teacher for a hug is just to wish her a good weekend.
Oh, just to wish her a good weekend. That's how it starts.
God, I don't know. What do you think?
Don't know. He's 10
I don't
years
know.
old. He's 10.
10.
But asking for hugs from a teacher?
That's fine. That's a way to not destroy a kid's sexuality. You ask a woman for a hug, and this paranoid, disgusting society boots him out of school.
Just shoots him down right there.
Yeah, believe me, he'll be lopping a leg off and putting it into a suitcase like Henry Lee Lucas because he couldn't get that hug.
He just wanted a hug.
You paranoid adults. If you can't separate a 10-year-old asking for a hug from a 16-year-old high school student sexually assaulting a teacher in a broom closet, then we're finished.
Yeah, there is a line here. This no tolerance policy with everything doesn't work. There's a gray area here. If this kid, and the teacher should know, the kid should have some kind of a little psychological profile on him to know if it's an innocent kid that really just does need a hug, or if he's kind of weird. Like the one they talk about in the teacher's lounge.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see that guy walking around with a pup tent all day long? That's maybe they got to worry about him. But there's got to be some kind of gray area.
Here's why there's no tolerance policies, because we're such faggots and we're so afraid of being accused of being discriminatory that we don't ever want to, like, say, well, one kid, we understand why you did it, but we don't understand why the other kid did it. When in life, that's the way it works. That's why, if you step on somebody's foot by accident, you know that you're not going to get punched in the face like if you step on somebody's foot on purpose. Should we all have a no tolerance policy for having our toes stepped on? If someone does it, you knock their teeth out immediately.
I like it, Jim.
I do too, especially if it's at home and you told her that you wanted supper a certain way and she steps on your foot and dinner's cold. That's right. More domestic violence humor. I'm still pissed off about what happened this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
You know how we can answer this, by the way?
How?
We need a picture of the teacher.
Yeah, you're right.
We need a picture of the teacher.
That settles it right there.
That would
You're
solve
right.
everything.
You're right. If
it's some kind of buxom,
looks like that blonde. What was her name?
the one from Florida.
LaFavre.
Right.
LaFave. Wow.
Or if it looks like Nurse Ratched, then we know it's an innocent thing happening.
Problem.
The teacher complained the boy was acting inappropriately. Parents and older students are following the case closely.
Actually, I think it's all out of innocence.
Well, it depends which way the hug he asked for. It's a lot of way to ask for a hug.
From
behind?
If
someone said that to me and I was a teacher, I would do the same thing.
Today, the family sat down with Superintendent Gary Tutty, hoping to clear the air and Aaron's school record. The school district did grant Aaron's request to transfer to another class with a male teacher. His parents say they have the name of a good lawyer, but they're holding off on any legal action. They still hope to work things out. In Putnam Valley, Tony Aiello, CBS 2 News.
Aaron's parents say they were upset they weren't able to talk to the offended teacher directly today. The superintendent agreed to set up a phone conference with all of the parties involved.
It's just an uptight teacher.
That's all it is. You know what? I've had enough of teachers, too. Some of you do your jobs, and some of you stink. And this woman stinks.
Yeah.
She runs to, hey, tried to hug me, help! How about just handling it, adult? God almighty, he's 10.
Aren't they supposed to know this kind of thing, how to deal with situations like this, teachers? Aren't they supposed to know? It's not like making a big federal case out of the whole thing.
I think what they know is that there's no tolerance and they got to report all incidences at this point.
Right, because there's no difference when any of these things happen from one to the other. A little kid asks a girl for a hug. There's no difference between that and sexually assaulting her. No difference whatsoever.
All right, let's...
Kids have gotten in trouble for using, their lunch as a gun in the cafeteria. Like they take a pretzel and point it at somebody and go bang, bang.
Absolutely.
And with their zero tolerance policy in school, he gets suspended as if he had some type of real weapon.
Yeah.
Using how many times, growing up did you just do that? You play guns or, you just use something as a gun in school. Now you get thrown out.
Maybe you get teachers who are a little better at making character judgments on individuals and stop being such pussies as far as being terrified of being accused of being discriminatory when you let one kid go because you know he's actually not a bad kid, and you go after another one because you know he's a problem.
Yeah.
Stupid.
All right, let's say hi to Paul in Queens. Paul, what's up?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think it's pretty innocent, too. I mean, kids nowadays pick shit up. Sorry. Sorry.
Kids pick things up.
Go ahead, Paul.
They pick things up pretty easily. My 7-year-old cousin was in school, and some black kid pushed him, and then he called him a smelly pirate hooker.
Your kid called another kid a smelly pirate hooker? That's from Anchorman, right?
Yeah, at 7 years old.
Well,
all
right.
Well, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, why not? All right, let's say hi to a teacher here before we take a break. Chris in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
Just calling. Actually, I'm a teacher, and it's a lot different now. Growing up the way it was, I guess maybe you were growing up or I was growing up. 10 years old is now like 13 years old. I mean, I teach the 6th grade, and the things that these kids say, even at that age, which is 11, 12, things are unbelievable. And it's a very real and very scary threat, the idea of a kid hugging a teacher or wanting a hug, because, in this society, it's just, if a kid says something, that's it. Especially as a teacher, your career is over. There's no defending yourself. You'll never get another job in the industry.
All right.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so there's a paranoia out there, so the teachers, they're protecting their own jobs.
That makes sense, but the suspension is ridiculous. Maybe that's just the school board being a bunch of douches. There's no reason to suspend them. Just punch him in the mouth. That's how you straighten a kid out. Good
With
sock
a
to the
smack,
face.
a backhand.
Yeah, newspaper rolled up right across his teeth.
Across his snout.
Get the homoerotic gym teacher to give him a spanking.
Right.
His shorts pulled up way too high.
You know, the gym teacher that really wanted to be in some kind of professional sport.
Of course, and look where he ended up.
Couldn't make it, so he has to be a gym teacher.
Are they the most bitter individuals on the face of this earth?
Absolutely.
The gym teacher.
They're awful.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll continue with this and some other things, including audio from Apollo 17 with the astronauts cursing. It's pretty funny.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't want kids to hear this.
This might be better on XM, but we'll try it over here as well. It's the ONA virus spreading across America.
Oh, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way.
It's the 2006 Homeless Shopping Spree, only on the Opie and Anthony Show. Coming soon to a snooty mall. Maybe one near you.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The Opie and Anthony Show will bring a busload of homeless degenerates shopping for Christmas presents. And you, of course, are invited to watch and shop along.
Golden Buns is gonna get busy.
Immerse yourself in a time-honored tradition. Enjoy the holiday spirit and the stench of booze and vomit as we partake in another homeless shopping spree on the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. Let's say hi to Sherry, a teacher in New Jersey. Sherry, what's up?
Hi.
Hey.
I had a similar incident. One of my students was kind of doing inappropriate things behind my back, and I actually saw him doing it, and I railroaded him into a confession.
What?
Hello?
Yeah. What inappropriate thing?
Well, a couple of times I was leaning over a desk, and I was like, he was on the side of me, and he would kind of like pretend, he would look at his friends and be smiling and pretending to grab my ass. Things like that.
Yeah, how old was he?
He was 12.
So what'd you do?
Why would you railroad the kid for that?
Well, you know what I did? I actually brought him into my room. See, this was going on for like a couple of weeks. And I took him into my room. There was nobody there. And I sat him down and I just told him that I knew what he was doing, that other kids had told me what he was doing, even though they didn't, and I basically got a confession out of him, and he was apologizing, and I was just going on about, it's sexual harassment, and you could get into a lot of trouble, and he was begging me not to call his parents.
Aren't you scared taking him in there alone, that he might say that, like, you tried to make time with him or something?
I really wasn't worried about
Make time. I know, 1940s.
Did you afraid his parents would get in their Edsel and drive over? So wait, what did you do?
I'm an ass.
Wow.
Make time.
So you sound like a snappy gal.
A hot dame.
What'd you do with him?
He basically just, apologized profusely. Like, he just kept apologizing over and over again, and he felt really bad, and he never did it again. I never
you showed him.
Parents.
Did you find it kind of hot that a kid was checking out your ass?
What was that?
Did you kind of find it hot?
Did I find it hot?
Yeah, did you get a little tingle?
Not really.
Did you feel flattered?
Did you feel flattered? Yeah, I guess that's the word I should have used.
Flattered? I don't know. I think he was making fun of the size of it.
Is it?
Oh, wow. Well, have a good morning. Carrie in Pennsylvania.
Did she ever tell the parents or no?
I don't know. She's got a fat ass. We're done with her. Carrie, what's up?
Morning, guys.
Hey.
My son was in 5th grade, and I had gotten to work, and I get a call that my boss at the time says, "Oh, the school called. Your son's in trouble. The police are getting involved because he had called another kid the N-word." Now,
well, was he?
The kid was, yeah. But I don't know any of this until I get home and...
Wait, the kid was... Oh, my God.
Why were the police getting involved?
Because it was racial.
Yes, see, it's a hate crime.
How old's your kid?
Well, now he's 17. At the time, he was only 12.
So he's 12. He calls another kid the N-word?
So what happened was, long story, I find out that this kid turns around and had called him crackerhead. So my son says, "Oh, yeah, you stupid N."
Right.
So I'd asked my boyfriend to come to school to help out, so to deal with this. oh, I'm not going there, blah, 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 because he probably is, and this, that, and the other thing. So as I get to school in the morning, I walk into the principal's office, and isn't the principal black?
All right. Well, what did the principal say?
He said, well, you know, we can't have this, blah, blah, blah. This is racial. You know, we're getting the police involved. And
Ew.
Yeah, and I'm
You should have just walked in with a boombox playing some hip-hop with, like, that word used 80 times in it and said, oh, what? What? Huh?
Or if it was in response to the other guy saying something racial, well, then too bad. That's what you get.
Well, the other kid didn't get in trouble for calling him a crackerhead, and he didn't get suspended. And as I'm sitting there thinking,
well, crackerhead just doesn't have the same power as the N-word.
No.
I mean, you know, they just, the black community just can't figure out, you know, a word for whitey that's really going to bother us.
No.
Like, I've been called cracker. I've been called all that, and I just laugh.
What's going to bug us? Employed?
It just sounds silly. It just doesn't have the same power. And society in general understands it doesn't have the same power.
well, my son must have been standing there saying to him, oh, it's okay for you to call each other that. And I'm thinking, how much more trouble do we want to get in here? But
yeah, that whole situation's out of hand.
For 2 days, and I had to go back in and...
All right. Adults. We're all adults here, and we got to sit here and say N. The N word. It's infuriating.
Especially when you're quoting something like that and you're not using it to be right. Nasty or whatever.
Yeah, you're not even calling anybody
that's
that.
That's CBS's thing. That's not...
You're just using
out of it.
Yeah. You're just using it in the context of a story. Something you got to see the N-word. Like you're friggin' 6 years old.
It's repugnant.
Really
Why
is.
would CBS buckle to that? Like, unless it's being used, you know, gratuitously or viciously. But if you're using it, you're quoting a story like that. Why do we as adults have to say the N-word?
Yeah, if a black guy calls up and says something that you don't like, and you throw that word at him and call him that is malicious. That's something they would have a problem with, and that's fine. But if you're just using it, like this woman's telling the story, she should absolutely be able to use the word. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Crackerhead's okay, but it's just, we're like, stop. Like children.
Children. We're all little children that can't take care of ourselves. So people have to tell us how we're supposed to act and what words we can use and not use. Oh, it is just disgusting.
Just the fact that paper won't even print the word,
yeah.
If it's being quoted, as the guy said, it's like, then don't use the quote if you can't print it, if it's that bad.
And if you're going to banish a word like that, then banish it from everybody forever and ever and all time. That no one can ever use it, and if they do, there's some type of criminal charge that has to be brought upon them. That's the only way it'll work. You can't have a double standard. Ridiculous.
Unacceptable on radio, but the company that owns this fine station, I'm sure their TV shows have the N-word. They're not saying the N-word during an episode of CSI or whatever show.
Do they say that on CSI?
I don't know. I'm just throwing a TV show out there. I'm sure it's on TV.
CSI.
I'd throw it in CSI if I was a writer for that. Why not?
Absolutely. But for completely unnecessarily.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Just totally like...
Make it a doctor's last name. Spell it with one G and an E at the end, but you have to pronounce it that way.
Paging Dr.
Yes, I'm being called down to the lounge. He's just a complete white guy.
But they wouldn't talk to him properly. They'd say, paging doctor. Get your ass down to the lounge now. You're needed here. You're needed in surgery. Hurry up.
What do you think, Doctor? Well, my diagnosis of this situation. Let's get on it. He's a pro at this whole thing.
And when he and his wife renew their wedding vows, she would say, I certainly am a lover.
That was a stretch, that one.
It certainly was.
All right.
The whole thing is a stretch.
I just got to acknowledge the last one was a real stretch.
Father and son doctor team. I don't care which one you get me. Just get me a... Just write it in. That would be great. Yeah, you make a left on Elm Street and then turn right on Avenue.
Or, you know what it is? Because he's a doctor, he makes so much money, and they always have the brand newest product, and everybody has to play, what is it, Keeping Up with the...
I wish I was rich. Because he's got a lot of money being a doctor. All new house. House is working with Dr.
All right, sexology story.
Yeah, what is this? Need a little background on it, or do we just play it?
Big laughs will ensue.
Strap in, kids.
Some women have an allergy to...
Really? Is it sexology? Is it latex they have so they can't use condoms, or is it loads?
Well,
because there are women with latex allergies that have a problem with condoms.
Right. Yeah. It's loads.
Ew.
Mm-hmm. It's loads.
Well, they did this on the news?
And, yeah. And it can be treated by...
more loads?
More loads. I swear to God.
No, wow, how great is that?
This might be one of the greatest stories ever. Here it is.
Well, Connie, in theory, you can be allergic to anything that's foreign to your body, but could you imagine breaking out in hives or having trouble breathing because of sex? Well, the topic of sex can make some people giggle. This allergy is certainly no laughing matter.
One excuse to break up with a guy? You're allergic to him.
Allergic to another person? I suppose it's possible.
Yes, according to new research, sex can cause a potentially life-threatening allergic reaction. The problem? A semen allergy.
The local reactions are burning, itching, discomfort after intercourse, usually a short period of time, a few minutes to up to an hour.
That's how you know your wife has been out cheating, though. She says she's going to play cards with her friends, and she comes back with hives all over the lower part of her back,
scratching,
or on half her mouth and on part of her cheek, and you can actually see the load pattern. It just fucking burned into her like a scarlet letter. Old fucking Hester Prynne took a load in the face, and that's how the townspeople knew. Oh my God. And dirty wife.
The albino letter.
Jimmy's angry, Mike.
That's a great allergy, though. Fucking
yeah.
It makes you just want to come in her face even more. I can't. It makes me. I know.
In severe cases, the woman can have difficulty breathing. It's not the sperm that women are allergic to, but the protein in the seminal fluid. Other possible triggers, medications, and certain foods like nuts can be transmitted to the semen.
No, she didn't.
Good grief.
Are you kidding me?
That's tremendous.
She did say that.
Yeah,
it's not the sperm, it's the nuts. Great.
The trouble breathing I've seen in Slap Happy videos.
That's true. Oh, she won't be able to breathe if she's puking all over the hog and having her hair pulled. Yeah, that does make natural breathing difficult.
Yeah.
In the seminal fluid. Other possible triggers, medications, and certain foods like nuts can be transmitted through the semen. One way to diagnose this, well, it goes away with condom use or abstinence. So who does it affect? Approximately half the women with this condition already have skin allergies.
They did notice a correlation, though, that as soon as the allergy clears up because they're not having sex, the black eyes increase.
Oh, is that horrible? We got a chick that has this allergy.
No.
Yeah, hold on a minute, though.
Condom use or abstinence. So who does it affect? Approximately half the women with this condition already have skin allergies and hay fever, and more than 40% experience symptoms the first time they have sex. But ladies, this is not a sentence for celibacy. It can be treated. Allergy doctor David Resnick says all it takes is a small diluted amount of semen introduced to the vaginal tract repeatedly for several hours, gradually increasing the concentration.
So, does he volunteer to do this procedure?
Yeah. That guy needs his license.
Just a little bit.
Revoked.
over a few hours.
Look, I got the solution.
Mrs. Johnson, relax. There's hope. This might hurt a minute.
Do you think this started with like some crazy doctor going, I know what the solution is, and he actually tried and went, holy fuck, this actually works.
Yeah. Come on in and we'll work
And he
on
charges her afterwards.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
A few hours.
So that'll be $500.
At the end, the patients actually receive a full dose of undiluted semen, and they're considered desensitized.
And then the trick is to, yes, have more sex, at least 2 or 3 times per week. This is a prescription both the woman and the man will enjoy.
What's up being allergic to somebody? Yeah? Are you allergic to me?
Nope, only girls can be allergic to guys.
Because this potentially can be a life-threatening allergy, patients with it have to carry around an EpiPen and definitely have it available during sex. The good
Who thought she was going to say they have to carry around semen just in case?
Yes, semen or
the anti-venom.
Right.
Quick.
Yeah, your wife is having trouble. She's going into shock in the restaurant. You got to lift her legs up and pump semen into her box real quick.
You call the maitre d' over.
Hold the leg, will you?
Get a busboy out here now.
Stat. Is there someone with a heart on in the house?
Anyone? Is there a pervert in the house? Great.
The good news here, doctors say a semen allergy is not a direct cause of infertility. For women looking to get pregnant, obviously they have obstacles, but one option is in vitro fertilization. Jim and Cuddy, over to you guys.
I am so surprised. I've never heard of such a thing.
We learn something new every day, don't
Can't
we?
take a Benadryl for this.
Well, I guess we know that you like it
apparently
fucking
not.
shot deep, don't we, sister?
Let's talk about the weather.
Let's talk about the weather, because we can get in real bad trouble if we even elaborate on this any further.
Let's move on.
You can't take Benadryl for that. Yeah, but you can take a meat drill. Is this on? Holy shit, is this on?
Did I say that?
It would have been funny if the woman came back and the first thing the female newscaster said, would gargling with it help?
Back to you. I'm allergic to sex, too. When I fuck, my cock sneezes. Uh-oh.
Here's Todd with the weather.
Test pattern. Haven't had to use it in 25 years. The Indian test pattern. What a great allergy.
Absolutely.
Never heard of that one. Okay.
Mike in Cleveland, what's up?
You guys are going to ruin the next episode of House. You're giving it away now.
On an all-new House. Yes, semen allergies. House must fuck 20 women to save one.
With his game leg.
Yeah, with his cane. He's fucking with everything.
As they're standing over the dead body, Sam, that wasn't white paint in the carpet.
Quincy, right?
Of course. Yeah.
Is the only Quincy impression I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely. It's the fingers, it's all in the hands.
It's fantastic. And the teeth. You got the Jack Klugman going. Oh, genius.
Well, Nicole has this allergy. Nicole in Jersey. Nicole?
Hi.
Hi.
Well, I was thinking that I had this allergy, and then when you guys are actually talking about it, and there's a story on it, I realized that I guess I do. I don't have it as bad as the hives or anything like that. But my boyfriend and I used to have sex all the time, every day when I was at school, not a problem. And now that we're both not at school, it's only a little bit here and there, and I get the whole painful, the burning, the uncomfortable, everything like that.
Excuse me.
Boy, that's not an allergy.
That could be, yeah.
You might be allergic to gonorrhea.
You're allergic to herpes.
No problem.
Or chlamydia.
That, it's definitely a real thing.
Why don't you get tested?
Yeah.
I just got tested. I have nothing. Wink.
I've been tested.
All right.
I don't have it.
Are boats leaving pots in your pubic hair?
Don't have any there either.
Just the thought.
The deadliest catch.
That certainly is.
Yeah. That's funny. So what, you really think you have this allergy?
I don't think I have it to the extreme sense, but I think I do have a little.
A little bit, because when she was having a lot of sex, I guess it was desensitized, but now every so often.
Exactly.
It feels like...
So your guy there's not using a bag?
No.
No bag?
No, he's not.
Are you on the pill, or does he just like to fill you?
Yeah, no, I'm on the pill.
All right, you're on the pill, and then
Yes.
you get all itchy down there?
After?
Does it get red?
No, not really. It's just extremely uncomfortable.
Look, what
and
do you
it
have to
goes
use?
away after, like, a half hour, 45 minutes.
You use one of those back scratchers?
No.
What if you get some on your hand or somewhere else?
No, it doesn't affect anything.
Doesn't affect anything but down there. What about your bottom? Do you wind up looking like one of those monkeys?
She's rubbing her asshole on the carpet. She's biting people's legs. She's cranky.
Biting cameraman's legs. And
You mentioned the burning. I mean, what do you mean burning?
Yeah.
It's like uncomfortable, burning, itching, and it's like even uncomfortable just to sit down, to walk, anything like that. And
Wow.
I've always told him, like, I would tease him, like, I'm allergic to you, and here I guess I am.
Maybe he's sporting. How big is he?
He's pretty big.
Oh,
But I've never had this problem with him before.
Size queen?
So,
Are you a size queen, sweetie?
Size queen.
what?
Do you crotch surf when you're in the mall? Are you a size queen?
No.
Nah.
No.
Does he noodle you? That could cause
world's deadliest snatch. Mark Saylor from the Bronx. I think we know Mike's next dirty job: applying semen to women for allergy relief.
Hey, there you go.
That's Matt from New York City.
Save
Come
it for
on.
sweeps.
Save it for sweeps. All
That's
right.
a sweeps show. All right, I don't know what we can do for you.
Yeah, well, now you
I
know.
don't know, but I just wanted to call in. I'm a girl who has it a little bit, I guess.
You need a better dosage, a bigger dosage of semen.
Wait, but all right.
Yeah, I guess. Or I need it more often. Who knows?
But how do you fill a prescription for semen? The doctor said semen.
Yeah.
And you got if it's a doctor, you think someone in the medical community help me out.
Undiluted semen.
I bet you there's something you have to.
At first, it's got to be diluted, and then kind of work your way up to undiluted. I'm gathering you must have a mate or somebody that can give us a little sample and then add it in, to dilute it, whatever. I don't think the doctor just unzips his blinds and starts fucking the patient.
I have an idea. You know what they do? I mean, if you have a rare blood type, you've got to store up your own blood, and you have to keep it handy in the event of a little misadventure.
An accident or something.
Why don't you have your boyfriend, while he's away at school or whatever, make a daily deposit in some sort of airtight, hermetically sealed container, FedEx it to you, you keep it on hand, begin daily applications. Even while he's away, you can treat the problem, so when he comes home, it's Jimmy Crackthorne, and I don't care.
She gets all these weird packages FedEx from his college. Fucking one day it's sheets, the next day it's the sweatshirt of a fat girl. All these weird places his teeth have wound up. What do you mean, a gym sock? Oh, look.
Ask what Brown can do for you.
Just rub it on it. It's all right, whatever it takes, honey.
All right, let's go to Fontaine. Fontaine, what's up?
Hey, boys.
Hey.
I want to play What Did We Learn Today?
Yeah.
I learned that Louis C.K. is not the only person ever to pull shit from a cunt.
Yeah, we did learn that today, yes.
Hey, Mike.
Language.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got
He was
Did
saying,
he get you?
Yeah, he did. He was saying that Louis, it's a story Louis told.
Oh, Louis tells a great story. Louis' story of child rearing. Nothing funnier, man.
Unfortunate turn of phrase, child rearing.
Child rearing. Well, it's literally.
Yeah.
He has to, you don't think of the horrible things you got to do when you have a child. And he has a young daughter, and he pretty much has to clean crap, where you would think out of her ass, but he says no, crap gets everywhere.
Sure.
In her little vag and everything, and he's got to wipe it out and clean crap out of his young daughter's vagina.
Hallmark just doesn't make a card for that.
No.
Yeah, they do. Roses are red, violets are blue. Kill yourself.
Forced rhyme. Iambic pentameter.
Let's go to Sean from Atlanta. Sean.
Hey, what's up, guys? I knew a girl that if she was giving her boyfriend a blowjob, her face would turn red. If any of the
was he holding her nose while she did it?
I think that's the angry dragon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mike knows. That rocks.
I know a girl.
Her face looked like red.
A girl who would
like red.
turn red when given a blowjob, but it was because it was her uncle. She's a little embarrassed.
This is awkward.
Yeah, Jesus, this is a little
Laughter clubs. What's this about?
It doesn't look funny.
Can we get this for Monday, please?
Yes.
Boy, slow news day on CNN, huh?
This looks awful.
I earned that laughter
It just came
club.
from up, and suddenly, 4 o'clock in the morning, I got this idea, why not start a laughter club?
What began with 5 people in a Mumbai park in 1995 has spread to more than 5,000 laughter clubs in 50 countries.
Stop it.
You don't need any sense of humor to laugh. You don't need to be happy in order to laugh. In fact, when you laugh, you develop your sense of humor, you develop joy within yourself.
Excuse me, why do the people in the laughter clubs...
Kataria says the breathing and laughter...
Why do the people in the laughter clubs look like they're watching Al-Qaeda video?
Even if you have to fake the laughter. It's a claim backed up by Lee Burke at Loma Linda University.
That's crazy.
Burke has found laughter decreases stress hormones.
Same guy that gave
improves our
Sam the
immune
advice
system,
on the
and boosts
on
endorphins.
asparagus.
Those
Same
are the
doctor.
brain chemicals associated with the runner's high.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Kataria, who began the Laughter Club movement, says people who laugh are, like the Dalai Lama, living in the moment.
Joyfulness makes you feel good immediately. It's now. And that's what children do. And I want everybody in this world to live like a child. Now, just now.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta, CNN.
They're called
Atlanta.
crazy people.
You know, it has become a practice right here on the newsroom that 15 minutes before the show, that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Every day, right here.
Laugh therapy.
Hey, if you like that, get a load of this. Sunday night, Sanjay has a full hour-long special. Happy to...
Holy shit.
Wow.
I love those guys who like preach like, you know, happiness and being in the moment, and then you see they have like hair plugs so they like dye their hair.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
right
it's
there,
like
all
something
your
you're
credibility.
unhappy.
All your credibility is out the fucking
You're
window.
unhappy.
We leave you today with this. Have a good weekend.
And I'm happy, I'm relaxed. I'm happy, I'm relaxed. I'm happy, I'm relaxed. Boo, 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 boo.
You want to sex up the show a little bit?
Ooh. Jimmy's taking his pants down.
He's
bringing sexy back.
I shave it all.
Ooh, nice.
We could all dream. We could all dream.
Dare to.
Teen sex, ongoing problem at movie theaters.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What's this story from 1952?
Well, exactly. That's kind of in the story.
Jesus Christ. Kids have always gone to the movies. That's where you where else are you going to be alone in the dark when you're a kid?
We do have a clip where someone says, it's not like it was back then.
Uncle Al's
Back
house.
then.
If you're Anne Frank. The attic. Again, Anne?
Yeah. Elaine, they're having sex in the asbestos. And Anne Frank was a naughty girl. She was a fresh one.
Be quiet.
What a mood
Sleep
killer.
upside down.
Not much of a moaner.
Well, we got a girl ratting out her friends. She's the lookout.
Ew.
Let's listen to this.
Another disturbing story to tell you about tonight. You may assume that when you drop your young teenager off at the movie theater, they're there to watch a movie. But tonight, Luann Kahn and the NBC10 investigators bring you a troubling story about sex in the movie theater. And it's not on the screen.
Oh, and it's not on the screen.
Let me just tell you, there's sex in the movie theater. Now, sex in the movie theater. It's not on the screen, but...
They were seeing a porno movie called Blacknificent.
Blacknificent? It's been happening for years.
Yeah.
What people do in movie theaters?
On the screen.
On the screen.
We started working on this story because of an email from a mom upset.
I started working on this story 10 years ago. I finally have enough info to bring it to you tonight.
Her award-winning story of sex in movie theaters.
She's hoping for the Peabody. News breaking. Teenagers are fooling around in movie theaters? It's unheard of.
Stop. They're also eating popcorn.
Oh, my goodness.
An email from a mom upset her daughter's 14-year-old friends were having sex in the movie theater.
So is your daughter.
First, we found this hard to believe, and now,
Did you?
after looking into this child's story, we think you should hear it.
Oh.
We're protecting her identity.
I go to the movies.
By the way, they're doing this story on the news because it's hot.
It's titillating and it's sweeps.
We learned a long time ago, you put teen in front of anything, it becomes much hotter.
It becomes better for some reason.
Much hotter.
Anything.
Anything. Try it at home.
Just try ice cream. Teen ice cream.
Yeah.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, you
just
got
a little
one?
better.
Rigor mortis.
Teen rigor mortis.
Hate to say it, but it sounds just a little hotter
Yeah.
if you think about it.
Exactly.
Oh, you don't want to think it's hotter, but think.
Yeah, better than geriatric rigor mortis. Teen rigor mortis.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
All frozen with that lolly in the hand.
Ooh.
You should hear it. We're protecting her identity.
I go to the movies every Friday and Saturday. And
She's just 14 years old, and she tells us what she and her friends see in the theater might be rated PG, but what's going on in the seat
X?
can be X-rated.
Yeah,
my
I knew it.
friends are having sex down at the bottom when I sit at the top.
Who wants to bet this is just a fat teenager that can't get action?
Of course it is.
Ratting her friends out.
Yeah.
Little tattletale.
The fat girl that drove.
So she's going to blow up everyone else's spot.
When she gets popcorn and you have to go and do your own butter, she just opens her mouth under it.
Slob.
That slob sea blocker.
All the hot cheerleader. Forget it. Had a good laugh. Oh, God, I had a good one, too.
Go ahead, try it out.
No, yeah, right.
Sex down at the bottom when I sit at the top, and they will, like, they'll have me, like, be the lookout. Like, I'll have to watch the movie, and at the end, they'll say to me what happened in the movie so they can go tell their parents what happened.
Oh.
Yeah, fat broad has to look out.
She is a slob.
They pay for her movie and they buy her snacks, and that's her job.
Right.
Eating the Twizzlers without even unwrapping them. Fat, lonely pig.
One night she had a date and he cut the bottom out of the popcorn box, and she actually bit it.
The fat broad's to look out.
Oh, what a fat tattletale.
Oh, shut up. Let your friends have fun.
Really?
It's a long way from the good old days when teens made out at the drive-in or tried to get a little...
Do you think that's all that was going on at the drive-in?
Stupid. They were necking in a car alone?
Or hung up in trees with forks.
The good old days.
The good old days, Jerry. Yeah, that's all that was happening. Necking. Where do you think we all came from?
You idiot.
It was teens back in the 50s having sex. Do you think we were planned? For the love of God.
They just weren't talking about it like we talk about stuff today. They make it sound romantic. No, there was some crazy stuff going on at the drive-in.
Especially since, well, I mean, all the things that I like. I mean, do you think that, like, girls I know are the first ones that like to be gagged? Do you think that, you don't think, I hate to break this to you folks, but your mother and, God forbid, your grandmother also like their hair held and like to be made to go, and have a tear come out of each eye. And you know what? Some of them were size queens, and some of them, like, crossed the color barrier. So Nana might have been in the back of an Edsel with a black friend having her head held going, what do you think of that?
That's right. We're telling you that your grandma's a size queen.
Yeah. Oh, Granny's legs akimbo in the back of the Studebaker.
Or Grandpa pushing her face. Her face was smushed against the window as that stupid speaker was hanging over her head. Her forehead was bumping the cold driving speaker. While Grandpa taught her a lesson. You like Ike? How about liking this? Trust me, you won't get pregnant this way. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow.
The screen wasn't the only place the blob was.
It froze on her face. Glued her eyes shut, just like the bowling alley doors.
Oh, God.
The good old days, huh? Yeah. Let's listen about the good old days.
It's a long way from the good old days when teens made out at the drive-in.
Good old
days. To get a little frisky in the theater. These days, we're told when the lights go down, the newest theater seats recline, the armrests go up, and then anything goes, including intercourse.
They're doing both sex and...
She says they avoid movies that are sold out or full of people.
They go to movies that are not R-rated. They go to J, and they go later at night so that no little kids will be in there. No one will be in there.
Well,
your fest must have been a F-fest.
Trying to give someone a good buggering during Borat. Opening weekend.
Calling all teens. Go see Pick of Destiny. Calling all teens.
Go see Happy Feet at 2 in the morning. And the way she's making it look like the seats go back. What do you think happened in cars in the 50s, you jackass?
Yeah.
I mean, you're in a car. Right. No one can see you.
The old cars.
Back seats were like king-size beds.
The front seats as well didn't have that middle compartment.
No.
It was one big
console.
Freaking seat.
One big hard leather seat.
All right, well, unfortunately, we got to take a break. We got a lot more audio, so we could... The
good old days.
Oh, my God. Don't talk about All the Way May. Bert?
Ah, right.
Opie's,
All the way May.
Great aunt. That's right. All the
Great
way
in
May.
more ways than one.
She was a double stuffer, as they say. One wasn't good enough for All the Way May. All the Way May liked to have her head hung out the window, too.
Bert in Philly goes, I dare you. I dare you, Opie. Throw yourself under the bus again about your great aunt.
All the way May. Two guys should have driven a silver spike in her back where they met.
League of Their Own?
What?
League of Their Own?
All the way May.
All the Way May, my aunt.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I did not know this.
Yeah.
I have a little fame in my family.
You're kidding.
Little
right.
She was All the Way
infamy.
May that I think Madonna played in A League of Their Own.
And apparently All the Way May liked to have the bottom knocked out of her.
She's a nun in Western New York.
Make sure you bring the bat.
She's a nun. Well into her 90s.
It happens when you've had a lifetime of sex in a few short years.
Right.
You just figure it's over, Johnny.
One gentleman in the car and your head hanging out the window like a Labrador. While a passerby takes aim at your tonsils.
She's a nun!
All the way May.
That's right.
I think I'm going to have to make a change in my behavior.
Well into her 90s.
All the way May's bosoms pressed against the inside of the door. Her face was pummeled.
Now it's just a distant memory as she doles out clam chowder to homeless people.
There you go. Is that a Chevy emblem on your forehead, sister?
Sometimes she'll be doling out clam chowder. Instinctively, she just throw it on her back. And she'll go, why did I do that? Oh, yeah.
It's my great aunt.
Yeah. All the way.
All the way May. Old bleach breath. They call it. He squishes when she sits.
We were going to talk about this about 2 hours ago. I had a scratch, sorry. Bacteria in airplane bathrooms.
Oh.
Because you guys are claiming you got sick from the airplane, the flight down to West Palm Beach.
I didn't know it.
I need cough drops.
I'm sick now.
My throat. It's all scratchy. Feeling sickly.
All right, here we go.
We got sterile swabs from an accredited lab. We took a couple of flights and hit the bathrooms, swabbing the sink, faucets, and door handles according to the lab's directions.
Oh, boy.
There you go. Then we took the samples back to the lab and had them tested for total bacteria levels and also E. coli.
Now we're getting a little bit more specific. Now we're talking about bacteria fecal origin. There we really don't want to see anything.
That's right, fecal matter on the faucet handles and in the standing water around the sink.
Oh, great.
Well, after people shit, they use their dirty fucking shit fingers to hit the goddamn the thing to wash their hands.
Yeah.
How do you think you'll wash your hands?
Dude, more shit on your hands, though.
I don't know. How do you not? Can't help it. You're wiping those little bacteria bits.
No way.
Oh, a fleck.
You got to be really careful.
You ever got a shit fleck on your hand?
Oh, no.
I've had shit flecks on every body part. Oh. If I was a super...
Great. Now I got to sit in my seat and not go to the fucking bathroom?
Yeah, that's why I play this.
Ever again?
Purell. You bring Purell.
No.
He said no.
An American Airlines flight looked very clean, not a crumb on the floor, but the bathrooms, we sampled one shortly after takeoff and then again an hour later. The results?
Exactly what I would expect, that there's an increase.
A big increase.
He sounds like a fecal creep.
He's a fecal eater.
He's the fecal expert.
Freak.
Yes, I was happy to report that we found fecal everywhere.
God, I found exactly what I expected.
That's why I went into this business. I found shit everywhere.
Love shit.
Shit on the door handles, on the toilet seat, on the faucets.
See, he comes out, it's smeared all over the place.
Matter of fact, I put a black light on the mirror, and they even spelled shit with shit on the mirror.
Shit.
He's a superhero.
What a great day for me.
His name is the Fecal Kid. He comes out with a brown mask and a big F on his cape.
The Fecal Kid.
That's right. But he doesn't fly over things. He flies through lawns and on floors.
Yeah.
And through...
Hey, people are reminding us about something here. Eric in New York, go ahead. You're on the Opie and Anthony show.
Good morning, boys. If you remember, Tracy Morgan talked about splooging on the door handle.
Yeah. Remember he told that story? He was flying and he decided to leave some sperm on the
jacked
bathroom
it.
door knob.
And then left it on the door handle. Great.
All right, let's go back to the fecal expert.
There's an increase.
A big increase.
Oh, wait, we got to hear.
There's an increase.
Is that all he said, or is it a little more?
Would you?
Yeah.
Exactly what I would expect, that there's an increase.
A big increase. The fecal bacteria in our sample count jumped from 0 to 500,000 parts.
You can see that anybody using that restroom then at the end of the flight is probably going to contaminate their hands and their clothing and whatever else they touch.
God, can he sound any more excited than anything else they touch? I'm jacking off as I tell you about the fecal that I found.
Their cock. If you shove a finger up your ass in those bathrooms, you might catch something.
Oh, God. What a glorious day for me.
Is that horrible?
The fecal kid?
The fecal kid.
The fecal kid.
FK is his name.
This is my nirvana.
What, so I guess go with the beginning of the flight and that's it.
Yeah.
Be the first one in.
First one in. Sure.
Because at the end...
Or use the paper towels to, turn everything.
Oh, believe me, I'm like, I become a magician in there. Use my feet.
I laugh at that crap. I laugh at germs in bathrooms.
I don't. I use my mouth to open the door. I'll grab the handle with my lips.
The toilet seat, you lift it up with your tongue.
My tongue.
At this point, your mouth's got to be immune to the fecal.
No.
Oh,
yeah, maybe.
It's kind of like, they tell you when you go away, you got to drink the local water.
Gives me the munchies.
To get to be immune.
It's just a big and you think, it's a big flying germ tube. And you think you go in there and you wash your hands, but then you got to touch things. The paper towels that you're drying your hands on.
Oh, boy.
Probably got shit on it.
James Gumb.
James Gumb.
From Pal Talk. Opie, cough if the guy with the raging hard-on was...
Oh, wow, you got it?
Got to give it to the guy. What the hell? All right, here's the last part of the story.
American Airlines said they clean their planes after every flight. They suggested we would have had a different result if we had sampled more than one flight. Delta objected to our methodology and said we might have gotten similar results from any public bathroom. Most healthy adults can withstand those levels of bacteria, but just to be sure,
the toilet?
Use a paper towel. Use it on the faucet, use it on the sink, and even on the door handle. Then you've gone a long way keeping nasty germs out of your life.
She's there in the bathroom with the fecal. Nick from Western New York. Is the fecal kid Club Soda Kenny's alter ego? I told them it would infect everything.
Very unsanitary.
We have time to do the story. Man accused of faking retardation for 20 years.
That's right.
20 years the guy faked being a retard.
And now he's doing the chubby bunny kind.
Jimmy, you beat me to it because I changed the name of the story. I was going to go for nearly 20 years, ever since Eric Nagel was 8.
Was 8 years old. And it fits. The age fits and everything.
As soon as we all saw this story, we thought, all right, time to goof on E-Rock again.
Isn't that terrible?
Isn't that bad when everyone thinks the same thing?
Yeah. Especially since he's not faking. That's the tragedy. This is real.
All right, well... This comes out of Washington. For nearly 20 years, ever since Pete Costello was 8, his mother has collected disability benefits on his behalf. In meetings with Social Security officials and psychologists, he appeared mentally retarded and unable to communicate. His mother insisted he couldn't read or write, shower, take care of himself, or drive a car. But now prosecutors said it was all a huge fraud, and they have video of Costello contesting a traffic ticket to prove it.
What an idiot.
Yep. He had a good thing going. What are you doing? He got greedy.
Yep.
People just get greedy with their scams out there.
Certainly do.
He's like any other person trying to get out of a traffic ticket. Assistant U.S. Attorney, blah, 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 said Tuesday. Pete and Rosie Marie Costello were indicted in September on charges of conspiracy to defraud the government and Social Security fraud, and the case was unsealed Tuesday. And it goes on. The Vancouver pair were scheduled to appear in federal court, blah, blah, blah. Barbosa said he planned to file with the court 2 videos of Pete Costello taken this year. In one, he allegedly feigns retardation during an interview with Social Security workers. Oh. The other is of him contesting the traffic ticket in a courtroom earlier this year.
Sounding like, professional lawyer, probably.
Yes.
and then the other one just drooling.
He should have contested it just by picking it up and going "Grr," and eating it in court.
$111,000.
Yeah, you got $111,000 over the years.
Man,
that's 400 million Canadian.
They don't know whether he is retarded to some degree, but he's clearly.
Wait, I missed a good one.
No, you didn't.
I know.
You missed a dud. I swung and missed so hard on that one, I pulled back muscles.
We were just talking about YouTube. There's a great story that just hit. A lot of people very pissed off because YouTube is teaching people how to steal.
Yeah. Teaching people crimes. Yeah, how to commit crimes. Right there.
They're going to start regulating the internet even more. They're going to make a lot of this stuff illegal.
It's impossible. It's just impossible to do.
I'm hoping it.
You really can't regulate it. It's too widespread. It crosses too many borders.
Oh yeah, they got rid of the online gambling.
Yep.
I still play. I just played in Sonny Forelli's Pest Poker last night.
Yeah, but you can't play with some like dude in Iowa, or some chick in Southern California.
Yeah, you can.
Or some Buffalo Betty in Buffalo.
Absolutely can. Sonny's Pest Poker is all over the country. It's people. It's pests from all over the place.
Yeah, but not everyone has like a network of people that they could just tap into.
No, I could log on and play with random people all over. Just like I always did.
You're Joe Schmo, and you could find this poker game?
Yep.
Nah.
That's absolutely is.
No, it's connected to the show. It has to.
Nope, absolutely not. There's one service out there.
So you're admitting
that said on its website. It said, "Look, we don't care what the regulations are. We're still doing this."
Aren't they going to shut them down?
They haven't,
but they will eventually.
They're out of the country. They're out of this country. It's how, I don't know how they're doing it, but that's how it works. I enjoy the game.
You know how many people want to know of this site?
I think a lot of people know.
No,
it's a big one.
In the Opie and Anthony community, of course they know. I'm talking about the guys that aren't like pal talkers or not posted on message boards.
I think at any given time there's probably 100,000 people playing.
Well, that's terrific. We got a few million people.
Yeah.
And there's probably another couple 100,000 out there listening right now that want to know what game you're playing. You can't announce on the radio, probably, right?
Probably because we also have sponsors that might be a conflict.
Oh. All right. So YouTube teaching people how to steal.
Got knocked out early last night too. Bastards. Yeah. Went all in. Lost.
What was your hand?
I had ace king, and I went up. No, ace queen, and someone had a pair of kings, pocket kings. Nailed me.
What are you going to do?
I was out within like 15 minutes.
What are you going to do?
I know. It's all right. I won one of the games.
Should people go to Whackbag and try to figure out this website if they had to?
Yeah, you can go to Whackbag. There's a thread on it.
All right.
Get in on it.
Here's the story. YouTube teaches people how to steal. What do you think of this stuff, by the way? Anything should go on the internet, right?
It does, and it has been. What's the big deal? This stuff's been in text for years. They've had the ingredients to make bombs and all kinds of stuff.
But when it hits the internet, actually not even hits the internet because all that stuff was on the internet, but it's just more of a pain in the ass because you had to read and figure it out yourself. They've made it real easy now. Music downloading, same thing. No one gave a crap until it became nice and easy and crystal clear.
Yeah.
And then everyone gave a crap. You know what I mean? And
so
the same
now,
thing is happening with YouTube.
You can see it being demonstrated.
Because you made a point. All this stuff has been in books.
Yeah, over the years. Remember the Anarchist Cookbook years ago? That thing was like a lot of controversy behind that being available. It was a big, thick book, and you'd read it, and it would teach you how to make bombs and all kinds of other things, commit crimes and mayhem. And then the Internet, it was text-based sites that you'd go to that would tell you the same things, and now they're showing you in video.
Yeah, which now the authorities are like, what? Because now it's now it's really easy. It's right there for you, simple. Here's the story.
YouTube, you learn, you steal. That's the fear from home security experts about the growing number of how to rob videos on the popular website YouTube. Specifically, YouTube carries over 200 clips with detailed instructions on how to pick locks. Security experts are outraged.
This is the destruction of everybody, this internet. Now they're showing you how to rob an apartment, how to break in with a lockpick, showing you exactly how to do it.
There's how to pick a door lock,
This internet.
a deadbolt, a master lock, how to pick a lock in 30 seconds, how to pick a bike lock with a Bic pen. And they're all well viewed. One lock-picking instruction video has been seen over 60,000 times.
Yikes.
Uh-oh. Well, guess
boy.
what? You gotta make different locks now.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
What did that dope from Imus's show say? That's what's his name from Imus's show.
Oh, it's this internet.
This internet is
Hey,
the
this,
destruction of society.
It's
Hey.
this internet
This
thing.
internet thing. What's his name? His name? Bo Deedle.
Bo Deedle.
I recognize him.
Yeah.
That's Bo Deedle.
Bo
He
Deedle.
doesn't like the internet because it's teaching our kids to pick locks.
Need Bo Deedle who needs to pack heat to go golfing.
Have you learned anything from the internet?
Learned? Yeah, a whole bunch.
Like stuff like that, though. Just
Yeah, a couple of things.
yeah.
Never used them or anything, but
Like what?
one was on tripwires. It was
Of
on
course.
improvised tripwires. But, I'd never
You
used
got
them.
tripwires around your mansion?
No, I don't have any tripwires, but yeah, some kind of security things like that. Over the weekend, I was reading a whole big thing on the Second Amendment, right to bear arms, and all the controversy and debate on that one. It was pretty cool. It really was. I swear, I spent about 2 hours reading the different interpretations of it.
What did you learn about the Second Amendment that you didn't know?
No, I knew about it. It was just getting both sides of it like that, and people that think that the interpretation means that it's just for militias, which are outdated, and then people that mean it's for the people, how it's stated, the people, and how it will never, ever get resolved until they can resurrect the dead people that actually wrote this crap down and ask them directly.
Yeah.
It is so separated, and the arguments for each side are so strong, and no one wants to give in.
So we got to knock on some coffins.
Knock on some coffins and say, what did you mean by this?
What did you mean?
What did you mean? Because this guy's saying you meant this, and this guy's saying... Because it says, well-regulated militia, and that leads people to believe that the Second Amendment means for a militia to be armed. But then other people say, no, it says the right to bear arms. It's the people's right to bear arms, and that gives you the ability, an armed public, to make a militia. And that's why the militia is even in there in the first place. But people will insist that it means only a militia. Other people insist it means people. So I was reading that, trying to get a little more insight and see which side it leans to a little more or the other through interpretations of it. You cannot figure it out.
I hate getting into arguments like that.
They're no-win arguments.
Whether it's politics or like the Second Amendment or abortion, I can't be bothered because there's no right answer.
No right answer.
I don't feel like arguing my point of view and then the person coming back with me with their point of view. And we're never gonna get along here on this issue. Hey, Denny, what's this about before you leave? Because we're gonna play this as you get set up. The Verizon thing.
Oh yeah, basically. You know how you guys like to talk about just like terrible customer service? Well, this is audio of a guy who's basically trying to resolve a dispute on his bill. They keep quoting him a roaming rate of cents, and he got charged in dollars. And he goes through about 3 different customer service people, explaining it as clear as day, and they still can't get it right.
The customer has this right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the customer service cannot distinguish
dollars from cents.
Dollars from cents, no matter how much this guy tries to explain.
Because they're dealing with fractions here. So, the idiot customer service people just have no idea how to even fathom this.
This is Verizon?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. All right, get outside with Have Hulk Face, and
we'll do.
Let's try to make him some money. Make sure you got the bullhorn. All right, so let's check this out. Customer asks rep if he understands the difference between $0.002 and $0.002. Rep says no, and then says it's the same.
Wow. I love
Looks like you're requesting some kilobyte usage that was done while in Canada.
Well, let me just start out with a basic question.
Okay.
Do you recognize that there's a difference between $0.002 and $0.002 cents?
$0.002.
Do you recognize that there's actually
$0.002 cents.
Yes. Do you recognize there's a difference between those two numbers?
No.
Okay. Is there a difference between $2 and 2 cents?
Well, yes, there is.
Okay. So is there a difference between $0.002 and $0.002 cents?
$0.002 and $0.002 cents.
Yes. Is there a difference between?
They're both the same if you look at them on paper-wise.
No, they're not actually.
If you look at them on paper-wise,
well, wait a minute now.
Like .002 looks the same as .002.
Yeah.
But if it's dollars,
how do you know if it's dollars though? I'm only.
I'm guessing on his bill it probably said something like that.
Where would you see? But I'm not good at math. Where would you see $0.002?
Probably be .002 with a $sign before the point.
I don't understand how. I'm sure the guy's right, but I don't know how he's right.
Yeah, but why is he saying that anyway?
That's what the dispute is.
I am really lost on this.
Yeah, me too. Is that the whole thing?
No, it goes on. Let's see if we can understand this. Maybe someone can help us.
I'm thinking maybe it's like he should be getting charged .002 cents for some, kilobyte of usage thing.
Right.
And so, but he's getting charged $0.002. So his bill is 100 times
more than it should.
100 times more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he probably noticed that.
Yeah.
It's not like you can.
All right. Let's continue.
Mistake 100 times.
Scared.
National roaming access coverage in Canada is .002 per kilobyte cents.
Can you say that again?
Is .002 cents per kilobyte.
.002 cents per kilobyte. So you just quoted me again. Your price is .002 cents per kilobyte.
Correct.
Okay. So now I'd like you to translate my 35,893 kilobytes into dollars for me, if you would.
Okay. So if you take .002
cents, remember, it's cents,
times 35,896. $71.79.
No, that would be 71 cents.
Wait a minute.
Oh, boy.
Wait a minute.
Oh, boy.
I'm lost.
It's math.
It's 2 cents.
Stupid math.
2 cents a kilobyte.
Mm-hmm. It's .002 cents a kilobyte.
Oh, I'm lost. It's not even 2 cents?
No, it's .002 cents.
Yeah, it's a fraction of a cent per kilobyte.
Oh, okay, that's where I was lost. Okay.
And the guy is charging him
a
fraction of a dollar. Right.
Okay.
Wow.
I was lost too.
Is this even worth playing? This
Yeah.
is like, I feel like I'm back in like 11th grade.
It is, because what happens is when you deal with these phone companies, and I've had problems too, it's like they're impossible to deal with.
Because the people don't even understand what they're talking about.
And they don't give a shit. That's why it's great to embarrass them publicly. Then they do something.
What does the .002 represent? Cents or dollars?
It's cents, sir.
Okay, .002
So
cents.
basically, you're paying 2/10 of a penny per kilobyte.
2/10. Hold on. 2/10 of a penny would be 0.2 cents. You quoted me .002 cents. Do you see what I'm saying? 2/10 of 1 cent would be 0.2 cents. You quoted me .002 cents.
That's correct.
There's a difference between 0.2 cents and .002 cents. They're 100 times different. So which is the real rate?
.002, sir.
.002 what?
Cents per kilobyte.
Holy crap. See, there's a major confusion here as to .002 being the number and .002 being a dollar amount. Like $1 would be 1.00.
Right.
And then he's looking at it, 1.02 would be 2 cents, and then or $1.02, and then 1.002 would be $1 and
2/100ths.
Yeah,
2/100ths
of a cent.
Chris in the Bronx.
What's up, guys? Yo, this is harder than Chinese algebra.
Oh, God, is that a funny joke?
Wow,
master.
Funny. Yeah. All right.
Listen out, boys.
Thank you. Dude, I'm getting that feeling, though. Do we have to continue?
I want to know how this
feeling.
is resolved. I love to see the phone companies.
This is
Sandra,
huge.
the manager on the floor. How can I help you today?
Hi, I think we've got a terminology and mathematics problem going on here, and it seems very basic to me, but I think we're just having a problem because of the numbers involved.
Okay.
Just to summarize, I was quoted, before I entered Canada, I was quoted 0.002 cents per kilobyte.
Okay.
0.002 cents per minute is what's quoted to me. My bill reflects $0.002 per minute.
What do you mean $0.002?
Oh, no.
Okay, I think I have to do this again. Do you recognize that there's a difference between $1 and 1 cent?
Definitely.
Do you recognize that there's a difference between half a dollar and half a cent?
Definitely.
Then do you therefore recognize that there's a difference between $0.002 and 0.002 cents?
No.
Damn it. I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, my God.
He's saying 2/100ths of a penny, 2/100ths of a dollar is 2 cents.
Right.
2/100ths of a penny is what he was quoted. So they are 100 times
fraction.
off.
Yeah, they're 100 times
Yeah.
off.
I mean, there's no $0.002.
Of course there is.
There's
It's two.
$0.002 cents is what you're quoted, and that's what I do show that you've paid, or that you're paying for the kilobyte usage.
Okay. I don't know a better way to express this. $0.002 is the same as 0.2 cents.
Okay. Well, what would $0.002 look to you?
It's
obviously a dollar is 1.00, right? So what would a $0.002 look like?
I don't know.
I've never heard of $0.002. $0.002
It's just math we're talking about.
It's not a full cent.
That's right, that's right, and 0.002 cents is also not a full cent. My point here is $0.002. If you do the math, is 0.00002 cents. It's 1/100th difference. There's 100 cents in a dollar.
But you were quoted $0.002 cents, not $0.002.
That's correct. But what I was charged...
0.002 cents is $0.002.
Dollars?
No, cents. $0.002.
She doesn't get it. There's the math part of it and the dollar denomination part of it. You got to look at it as math, as like 0.002 out of a cent being.
He's not doing a great job of explaining it, though. He's getting confusing too.
But he's getting so aggravated that the way he's like, how am I gonna do this?
Gosh.
He's so annoyed.
All right, now the floor manager starts to talk to the customer like he's the idiot.
I'm teaching math here.
I mean, I'm trying to get what you're saying here, but it's just not.
Here's the let me cut to the chase.
I already talked to a few different people.
Let me cut to the chase.
Well, explain to you that you're being billed $0.002 cents, and if you take
I'm not being billed
on your calculator, it shows you that it's
no, it doesn't. I can do.
We never said that you're going to get billed $0.00002 cents.
That's right. You said I was going to get billed 0.002 cents per kilobyte, and I'd be happy to pay that. Now, why don't you bring up your calculator?
Yeah.
Take 0.002, and we're talking about cents, right?
Right, 0.002. If we multiply that by the amount of kilobyte usage that you have,
35893.
35893. That comes out to what you paid, $71.79.
Which is no, it's supposed to be $7 or something like that. Or 70 cents?
71 cents.
71 cents?
It should be 71 cents instead of $71.
Oh, my God.
Right?
Yep.
I don't think the company knows what they're charging or how to word it.
Who knows? That's confusing.
What happened?
Wow.
Is that the end of it?
Yeah.
What was his his number? I want to do the math here.
No, don't do the math.
I want to.
Like 35,000-ish.
Yeah.
That's how much.
35,000 units.
Units of
things.
Of widgets.
Of widgets.
35,000 widgets. Each widget
is 0.002 cents.
Fraction of a cent.
It's
not
a fraction of a
not
cent.
the dollar amount.
So how many 0.002s make a dollar?
Which
How
should
do I
be
move this around? I don't know how to move my BlackBerry.
What would be a pen? 2.
Why does everyone say, please put this audio file on the site? That's not that great, is it?
This has been getting downloaded, dude, like crazy.
Why? I don't get it.
People love hearing customer service people.
Being dumb.
For some reason, people enjoy it when it's not them, because it's them so much that they love hearing when somebody's wrong. It would be 0.00002 of a dollar. Maybe that's what he meant. 0.002 is 2 1,000ths of a cent.
Yes, that's correct.
Wait, what am I doing? How does this fucking work?
Jimmy,
I can't even get the calculator to work. I don't know how to move things around on my BlackBerry. I don't know how to operate my BlackBerry.
It's a BlackBerry.
We were out to dinner last night. We were having fruit, and she had my girl had a bowl full of fruit, and she had some blueberries. So I took them on my fork. I was taking some of hers, and I went blueberries, and she snatched my fork and took her fingers and scooped the blueberries onto the table and threw the fork because I said blueberries. I didn't get any in my mouth because I said blueberries.
So you had to order more fruit.
I was punished for saying blueberries.
She just
grabbed it and she took her hand and went "Frut," and like 6 blueberries fell off onto the table, and then she threw the fork down and spoiled my mouthful.
She's gonna smack you in the face.
You know, I talk to a lot of people about this show, and they really think we smoke pot because of these dumb conversations we have.
Good for them.
That we just giggle by saying
I see.
Blueberry.
You got it figured out, Jimmy?
Oh, did you?
I don't know yet. I'm doing the best I can, for Christ's sake. 35,000?
I hate math now.
Oh, I don't like mathematics.
Ugh.
It's very difficult.
Where's the time sign?
Especially when you can't convey it to somebody on customer service.
So he got charged $71, and he should have been charged
71 cents.
Where's the time sign?
You sure it's that easy?
It should be.
All right.
It should be.
All right.
Although, doesn't 71 cents sound pretty cheap?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the guy was getting away with, but the problem was he was being quoted.
He's quoted a certain rate. They didn't know how to quote him the appropriate rate.
Yes.
So they fucked up by...
And he was just trying to take advantage of it.
He's taking advantage of it.
By all rights, he should have, because they were quoting him the wrong rate.
Quoting the wrong rate.
$0.002 is how many? That's not 2 cents.
$0.002 is
what am I doing?
0.2 of a cent.
Correct.
It's 0.2 of a cent.
They need 5 of those to make a cent.
Right. Right. But that's different than even what he was saying, right?
I don't know. Some stupid...
Because he's talking 0.002 of a cent.
Yes.
Which is even smaller. Yes. That's a ridiculously small amount.
Is it?
It is. And I think they knew what they were...
How does it fucking work?
Well,
that takes like a lot to make up a cent.
Yes, it takes
0.002 of a cent takes 500 of those to make a penny.
Wait a minute. 35
instead of 0.002 of a dollar, which takes only 2 to make a penny. 5 to make a penny.
Hey, you guys hear about this principal, this high school principal with the foot fetish?
Ooh.
Not only does he have a foot fetish, he has a Hitler mustache.
The last guy on the face of the earth with a Hitler mustache.
Wait, do you mean he used to have a wood floor?
He got a note from Mel Gibson too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's got a Hitler mustache.
Yeah.
He went for the look.
Yeah.
That everyone has shunned since World War II. Hitler ruined that look That mustache would have come back. Every mustache comes back. The Fu Manchu, the goatee, the even that wacky roly fingers handlebar mustache.
Only creeps wear that.
Yeah, the handlebar mustache.
Every time
is really
you see a guy with that handlebar mustache, it's you can just tell he's a creep.
Where do you buy mustache wax?
There's some underage touching going on.
Pull it out of your ears.
right next to the kid toys and other things that get them into a van because the same people buying those objects.
Yeah, there's underage touching going on.
Tickle me Elmo mustache wax.
When kids are bad in the school, they make them sit in a fake oven. The principal.
Oh. Rich.
Go home. Just go home. Please. Do us all a favor.
But that was a Jewish joke. That wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It was kind of cruel.
Good.
It was just 5 minutes late. We're talking about something else now, mustache wax, and you're going back to Hitler.
Yeah. Rich, I forgot. Every time you're here, we set up the penalty box. Remember.
Okay.
Remember. We're going to send you to the penalty box.
So he not only has the Hitler mustache, but he's got a foot fetish for what?
Well, I don't know. Let's get into the audio. It's a couple quick clips. By the way, everyone's asking us about Danny DeVito. We don't have enough time to start that right here, but we will talk about that very soon.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito drunk on The View yesterday. It's just terrific. High school principal with foot fetish.
This is the man that Lorraine police say has a foot fetish. Robert Holloway was dressed in a suit and tie, looking much like many other professionals. But police say Holloway has a secret life. They say Holloway's school computer was filled with hundreds of pictures of male feet. Police also say they believe Holloway's foot fetish is what led him to kiss the feet of 3 14-year-old boys at St. Anthony of Padua.
Wait, please. That led police to believe he has photos of men's feet. He kissed 3 boys' feet, and some detective went, "Wait, guys, I see a connection."
Wait, I might be onto something here.
You think that's connected? I don't buy it.
I'm not positive, but...
Didn't call the gym teacher. I don't want these kids playing kickball.
Yeah, he just wanted them doing like nice soft things. I want them to lay on their mat and have lotion put on their feet for recess.
It's nothing but sit-ups all day long, and he's got to hold their feet down.
Wow, look at this.
Sit-ups again?
I'm looking at a picture.
Yeah, there's a picture there, Jim.
He's got the big, Coke bottle glasses that make his eyes look all creepy.
Yeah. Oh, those feet must look huge to him in those glasses. Whoa.
You know why he has the mustache? So when he rubs his nose in between their toes, he comes away with a little something he can sniff on the ride home.
It cleans it. It's like a little whisk brush for toe jam.
Well, the principal is pleading not guilty.
Holloway entered a plea of not guilty to 5 counts, including sexual imposition and illegal use of property. The former Catholic school principal would not say much about those charges.
We entered the plea, and we're going to follow through with the regular court proceedings.
Police say Holloway kissed the boy's feet as part of a bet. They also say he did it in private, giving each boy 50 kisses on their bare feet.
Ew!
Oh my God!
What was the bet you lost?
All right. What's the problem with the kids? Look, I understand 4 or 5, but you're hanging out for 50.
What's the bet? I bet I can do this and not have to throw my boxers in the washer after. What is the bet?
Yeah, what is the bet?
How many points does your team have to lose by before you're kissing a boy's feet?
50 times.
50?
Do you think it was quick pecks, or do you think he really started like making out with these boys' feet?
How many would you last?
What?
How many kisses to the foot?
None.
How many would you last?
My friggin' big toe would be full of Hitler mustache hair.
See, that's where
I'd kick this guy right in the face.
That's where we're a little different.
What?
For a goof, I'd let him do a couple.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Now you're just weird.
Dude, I would tap out at 45.
Yeah, maybe not 45, but you gotta see, where this is going. You gotta give him a couple.
If he's anything like the girl in Montreal, I'd only last 2.
All right.
Yeah, was the Reverend Al counting out the kisses? 1
kiss.
2 kisses. There's no reason for 50 kisses. I am outraged.
Actually, I think he would probably get 2 in, because I think they're rapid fire. So even you would last more than 1 kiss in, I'm telling you.
Dude, I wouldn't be standing there barefoot in front of this creep.
Well, what if...
as I am 14 years old.
What if you just happen to be in some weird situation, you happen to have no shoes on? What if you're wearing sandals?
I never wear sandals.
And he jumps down on all fours, and you're like, whoa, whoa, hey, what's this about?
No, it never happened. I back there at John H. Glenn with good old Coach Cirillo.
Yeah.
Never would have happened. He was all man. All man. He'd wrap you in the head if you forgot your goddamn sneakers.
It's got to be a scenario where you have no shoes on, and all of a sudden, this creep is kissing your feet. I'm not saying you're
How did it get that far?
I'm not saying you're letting him do it.
What, you're just standing around the locker room and all of a sudden you look down and the coach is kissing your bare feet? I don't think that could happen. I think you'd see him creeping up on you.
There's a great ending to this story, by the way.
He dies.
They were long kisses. Like, the way he did it was like, he's like, all right, let's play it. He kept it good-natured. And when he grabbed that foot, he held it with both hands and he kissed like...
What do you think? One hand around the back of the ankle.
One hand, left hand,
the
cupping
other
the ankle.
in the arch.
No, the other on top of the foot. Oh, is that what you're saying? Like one under the ankle, one on top of the foot, cradling it like one would cradle an object of rare beauty.
With the toes sort of hanging over by where his pinky and the edge of his hand are.
No, it would
on
be,
the arch.
It would be like holding an Oscar.
Oh, is that it? Like how they hold an Oscar when they're accepting
when
it?
They don't want that Oscar to be, let go of.
And the first two were probably, or the first couple of kisses were probably like, all right, I got this bet, so just...
And he looked up and probably, all right.
Yeah, all right, here's one.
Yeah.
And then by the time he's done, it's just like From Here to Eternity, the beach scene. He's rolling around with the foot.
What are you doing?
This little piggy went to the market. Oh, boy, Uncle Paul. Hey,
sure that's how he sounds, too, creep.
This story has a great ending. Listen to this.
Holloway resigned as principal of St. Anthony's, and the 3 students involved are now in high school. Now Holloway and his attorney must decide what the next step will be in his defense.
Well, Holloway will be back in court on December 11th for a pretrial. The former principal now works for the city of Cleveland at a cemetery.
Oh, okay. He works at a Cleveland cemetery.
Oh, my God. Oh, he's got a lot of feet to kiss.
Kissing the feet of those dead Midwestern idiots. Bunch of stupid Browns fans laying face down.
Spitting little toe bones out.
He's kissing the feet of the cadavers.
Curly yellow toenails because they kept growing after he's dead. Big long knuckle hair because it kept growing.
Even death can't stop you from growing.
All right.
That guy is a creep.
What a good boy.
What a ghoul. Goes to a cemetery.
I saw this story in the middle of our conversation on the gay on TV. A man lost his life savings playing carnival games.
What? Wow. He deserves everything he gets.
And I see him. He's got this big stuffed, one of those dumb stuffed bananas
that he's like pushing down the street.
Is that a banana with dreads and a fucking like Rasta hat on? What a horrible prize.
What happened?
To his credit, his life savings was $2,600.
$2,600?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he lost it.
Oh.
He lost $2,600 on carnival games?
What was he trying to win with his $2,600?
I guess a banana with Rasta dreads.
Well, then mission accomplished.
Look at him walking down the street with
he's got a kid.
Got a kid.
Can I see this asshole?
You want to watch the story?
Yeah, let's watch the story because I
he won the kid? Where's that carnival? That's a good prize.
Uncle Paul, no, we won the banana.
Oh, this poor kid.
I know.
His dad spent $2,600 getting a fucking giant banana.
On a carnival game.
He's growing up with an ass for a father.
Fucking idiot.
This is an unbelievable story, but it is true. A New Hampshire man says his trip to the carnival was a horror show that left him out $2,600.
As New Hampshire Bureau Chief Michael Rosenfield says, the man says he was conned into the carnival by a carnival game.
Conned.
Henry Gribble says he lost his life savings, $2,600 on a carnival game like this one. And all he has to show for it is this stuffed banana with dreadlocks.
You gotta be shitting me. Get this on our Facebook page, Opie and Anthony.
The banana's got to be fucking 6.5, 7 feet tall, though.
Yeah, it's big.
That's a big goddamn banana, and it's got a giant Rasta hat and dreadlocks and eyes. And
But who doesn't know at this point that those games are really hard to win?
Of course they are.
You look at that and like, I don't understand why the fucking softball isn't going in the bucket. I don't get it. I don't get it. It keeps bouncing out.
The milk bottles are right there, but the ring won't go around the neck.
Yeah, everyone does it as a goof. Like, all right, I know these are all rigged, but I'll give it a shot because it's kind of fun.
Can you imagine the carny that was sitting there like, you want 3 more balls? Yeah, I did. You did too?
Okay.
All right.
3 more. He probably fucking 300.
Maybe he fell into that scam.
Wait, 2,600. How much you think? $1, $2?
How much for 3 balls? $2, say?
Probably $2. I don't know. Maybe the story will
$5.
tell us.
You know what though? It might have been that scam thing where they just keep coming up and going, no, take 3 more. Go ahead. See if you can do it.
$2,600?
And then, but they keep giving like 3 balls, and the guy throws it, and he's like, oh, so close.
Right.
And then he goes, dude, here you go.
Right.
Throw. And you whisper it almost like, look, here you go.
Right.
Try it again. And it's like, oh, like it's free. And then when you're done and you get ready to walk away, he goes, hey, fella.
Right.
It's $2,600.
$2,600.
They Virgiled him out of it.
Yes.
Who brings their life savings in cash to a carnival?
Well, I do, but...
Might have been on his credit card. No, you can't use credit card.
I don't know. Let's go back to the big reveal because that could be one of the funniest things.
I like how he describes
months.
This big banana.
And then they show it.
This is an unbelievable story, but it is true. A New Hampshire man says his trip to the carnival was a horror show that left him out $2,600.
As New Hampshire Bureau Chief Michael Rosenfield shows us, the man says he was conned at a carnival by a carnival game.
Don't con me.
Henry Gribble says he lost his life savings, $2,600 on a carnival game like this one. And all he has to show for it is this stuffed banana with dreadlocks.
You're expecting to win a few things and, let the kids have a good time. It just didn't turn out that way.
Gribble says he attended a Manchester carnival run by Fiesta Shows and wanted to win an Xbox Connect at a game called Tubs of Fun, where contestants toss balls into a tub. When he practiced, he says it was easy, but something changed when he started playing for the prize, and the balls kept popping out.
It's not possible that it wasn't rigged.
Gribble says he kept trying to win back his money by going double or nothing. He dropped $300 in just a few minutes. Then says he went home to get $2,300 more.
Well,
soon lost all that.
He has nothing to try about.
What
a dumb motherfucker. Henry Gribble is stupid.
He went home to get more money? Who does that?
He has 0 fucking legs to stand on.
He could have lost the $300, went and bought an Xbox, and still had some money left over.
Of course.
But
he's an adult with a child, and after spending $300 on a carnival game, he still hasn't gotten to the point that he's at now, which is this had to be rigged.
Yeah.
But
hey,
how much did he think the giant banana with the dreads cost?
Wait, why'd you say Xbox? Was he trying to win an Xbox?
Yes, they said.
Yeah, he said
he was trying to win an Xbox.
They said he was trying to win an Xbox.
I thought he was trying for the giant banana.
How much did it cost Xboxes?
I don't know.
$300.
$300.
So he just bought, what a dumb.
Could have bought it for what he lost in the first place.
Idiot.
But then I guess they were saying you could go double or nothing and win your money back. They saw him coming.
And
is
what
it
do they
legal
do
to say double or nothing?
I don't know.
I guess he would get all his money back.
What do they do to the tub?
Okay, I got it.
Well, he gave him a job behind the board. Sorry, Rob.
It's a tub.
Well, we got a guy on the line who used to run carnival games. Really quickly, Gary, what do they do with the fucking tub?
Oh, hold on. Before he does this, I need to put out the disclaimer. He is the first caller of the day, which means what he says will be completely inaccurate. And probably just an out lie, and will be refuted by at least 5 or 6 callers to continue. Okay, thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Gary.
I love the intro. Part of this has to be how shitty this guy can play. I know when I ran a theme park, we ran about 30%
Disney on the phone.
So
you ran 30% what?
It was about a 30% cost of goods. So that stupid banana probably cost the carnival about $40. So, you know, they take in $120, $150 for everyone that they give out. So how shitty was this guy as a player that he had to spend $2,600?
But my question is simple. He was playing I guess it's softballs into the bucket that's kind of tilted toward you.
Yeah.
It's almost what would the angle be?
Yeah,
maybe
it's
not.
You get a little backspin on the softball. You hit the front lip.
No, I understand. I understand how you could possibly beat the game. You got to like really barely get it into the lip and hope for the best when it rolls in with a little backspin. I understand that part. But what makes him bounce out so many fucking times? Because if we put a regular bucket in here with a couple softballs, we're gonna win most of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I could show you every single game where there's an angle of...
Well, tell us how they do it. That's what he's asking.
My question is.
Thank you for not disappointing.
Spring-loaded. They're spring-loaded. The softballs aren't regular softballs. There's usually a rubber core in there.
Okay.
That make them bounce all over the place. I mean, yeah, it's...
And what's up with the bucket?
Hard.
What's up with the bucket?
The bucket gives you maybe 1/8 of an inch in diameter around. It has to be a perfect throw.
No. It's a big bucket.
Forget it. The second guy will help us out.
Now, the question is...
It was absolutely fucking
We got conned into taking this.
Absolutely right.
I love the first caller of the day.
Was the practice ball a regular softball, and then they give him a rubber ball middle?
Maybe.
No, they're all shitty.
Okay. So what is it about the bucket that makes the ball bounce right out?
It's usually those milk jugs, and they're metal.
No, it's not that game. No. It's not the big metal milk storage jug and softball. No. It's a bucket.
And the Cardings know exactly how to do these games, so they're the ones that do it and showing you how easy it really is.
If the bucket was sitting on the floor, it would be easy. Right. You just throw it in. But it's turned on its side, and it's barely the ball almost rolls out anyway.
It's a weird angle.
Yeah.
The angle's maybe 10 degrees, 15 degrees, would you say, right?
There's springs behind. It's nailed to
that might be right.
Plywood with springs behind it. So it bounces right out.
But wouldn't you hear boing?
Boing.
Wouldn't you hear a noise?
Boing, yeah. What is this, Three Stooges playing?
Not every spring has the boing sound.
Like a boner. Everyone would be going, who's got a boner? Yeah. I hear boing.
All right, thanks, Gary. Let me go to the second caller.
All right, second caller.
All right, this is Chris in Canada. Chris, please just explain the softball thing. It's a plastic bucket.
And Chris, could you please start by saying that last caller was an asshole?
Yeah, he was a total asshole.
There you go.
The thing is, what they do is, you might miss the first shot, but when you throw that first ball in, the guy will throw another ball in. As soon as you throw your ball in, it will absorb the impact of the first ball and stays in. So when you throw your practice shots, your ball will actually stay in. But when you throw it and there's no other balls in the bucket, they bounce out.
Oh, wow. So having a ball in there...
Oh, yeah, absorbs everything.
Huh.
Wait. I'm confused, but every time I've played, there was never a ball in there when I was practicing.
They take them out or something.
To show how easy. Huh?
Anytime I've been out there, the guy he throws the ball in first from he's closer, obviously, to the bucket. And, then he leaves that ball in. Then he tosses you a ball. Here, you try one. See how easy it is.
Oh, wow. What a nice trick that is.
So maybe
Most of us don't even realize that.
The ball hits the other ball instead of the spring-loaded back, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And is it spring-loaded? And why no boing sound?
Boing.
I'm asking for Jimmy. I'm asking for Jimmy on that one.
Boing.
I played a carnival game once.
Oh, Chippa?
It was like there was little water bottles standing up, and there was no lids on them, and it was from 50 feet away, and you had to throw a basketball and make it land perfectly on top of the water bottle and stay.
Yeah, how'd you do?
I lost a lot of money. It was $50 a ball.
That really sounds impossible.
Yeah, it was really far.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like 60 feet. You had to throw it and make it land just on top of it and stay.
Jesus. Could it bounce on the ground?
No, no bouncing.
It had to land directly on the water bottle.
Come directly down, an empty water bottle with no cap on it.
How many people would fucking play that? One guy.
Impossible.
Because you kept knocking over the water bottles, and the guy would be like, next player.
Oh, my God.
But it was just me.
Everyone's saying there's a ball in the bucket that you just don't realize because the guy does it and then leaves the ball in there. Very interesting. Then we got a guy from Rochester because the other guy hung up. Alex in Rochester, anything to add to the bucket thing?
Yeah, they leave when they give you practice shit. They leave a ball in there, so when you throw a ball, it stays in. But when we actually pay money, there ain't no ball in there, so every time you throw it, it bounces back.
Why don't we notice that?
I don't
know. How dumb are we?
Because you can't see it the way they have it.
Everyone is saying that.
Plus, you're not looking for that, though. Like, you don't. We
But
don't
it is tilted in a way where you're standing, you wouldn't see the ball in there.
Yeah,
That's true, too.
right in the bottom.
So then he goes in there and grabs the balls out, and now you got an empty bucket with
Now
the
you're fucked.
with the boing boing thing.
Boing.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Alex. Thank you.
Alex. Can we see the rest of the story?
Sure, yeah. So the guy lost his life savings, $2,600, trying to win an Xbox first kit. Yeah.
Dope.
Don't
This
start.
isn't unbelievable.
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
Possible that it wasn't rigged.
Gribham says he kept trying to win back his money by going double or nothing. He dropped $300 in just a few minutes. Then says he went home to get $2,300 more and soon lost all that as well.
I know it's a difficult game. I mean, I've tried it myself. I've done it once, missed probably 20 times.
Fiesta Show says the game is run by an independent contractor who's worked for Fiesta for years. It's interviewing the contractor to see what happened. Are there any scams at all with any of the games?
Not that I'm aware of. We've had a lot of these game operators with us for years.
The traveling carnival is now setting up here in Derry, New Hampshire, but you will not see tubs of fun. Fiesta says the independent contractor that runs the game is not allowed to set up while an investigation is taking place.
Because you get caught up in the whole double or nothing. I've got to win my money back.
Henry says he went back the next day to complain, and the man running the game gave him back $600. Henry split with the banana and the cash and filed a report with Manchester PD.
He has zero.
In my life, I happen to become that sucker.
In Derry, New Hampshire, Michael Rosenfield, WBZ
Did they
News.
tell him to get the banana
He has.
and carry it around with him and push
sure.
it on the stroll? Like, he obviously wasn't coming back from the carnival right there.
Yeah.
So it's like, where's the banana you want?
Yes.
Could you just, we need some B-roll. Could you just push around your stroller with your kid? Because that'll give the angle that you're a fucking idiot because you got a kid and you spent that much. And then have the banana because it's goofy.
And you know that was the safety.
Of course.
Because they did the whole interview without the banana. So,
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
have that banana? Just, I don't know. We want to just film on.
We might use it. We probably won't.
Probably won't, but they end up using it.
Natural-born sucker.
Yes.
And put on a shirt that shows your tits. Could you do that, sir? Put
Right.
on little man titties.
What a dummy. And he got back $600.
And he was happy, well, sort of happy with that. Grabbed the 600 and then filed a complaint.
He told the police.
Let's see what the newsreaders say afterwards. They go back to the studio here.
There's a certain amount of persistence.
That's right. And, you know, we'll see
And
where
a
this
banana
goes.
with dreadlocks. Wasn't it
How
totally
many
wasted
people
event?
have that?
All right. Listen, we're truly sorry. But I'm not sorry about the weather.
The weather.
We're truly
Why do you
sorry.
have to laugh into the weather? I was enjoying you.
Sorry about the weather, though.
And he's scared. Don't say you're sorry. You know he's a sucker. Say it.
Yeah, guy's a
say it
dope.
on the news.
Yeah, this guy's a dope.
What a dummy. He's probably a compulsive gambler.
Do you think? I bet $2,300 throwing a fucking ball into a bucket. Yeah, he might. That's a great fucking, very insightful. Well, how did you not end up in the FBI?
Another guy is saying, why does this guy have his life savings at home?
Yeah, because it's $2,600. It's not like it's been made through
he could be
investments.
pulling some huge interest off
That's
of that
right. You
in
can
the
make some
bank.
solid interest.
Yeah, 0.5% on $2,600.
I guess you're right.
Hey, you toss some balls in the buckets. What the hell you doing? You spend a buck. Yeah, you go get some cotton candy. You head home with the kids.
Oh, you like the carnival's
Yeah, you
regular
walk
job?
around. You listen to a little music. You smell some of the roasted peanuts. Hey, you go home.
Some of the simple pleasures, right?
Hey, just the simple pleasures. Hey, you want a fried hot dog? Yeah, then we'll go home. Take it easy.
You don't play any of the games?
Yeah, I play a few bucks. Bring $20.
$20.
Yeah,
You ever win?
Nah, not really. Sometimes I win a small animal. Hey, you give it to the kid. What the hell do I know? That's for you.
What the hell do you know?
When I was your age, I had one.
Exactly. What the hell do you know? What a fucking dull, uneventful life.
We got a Papa John's delivery guy. This is a great clip. You want me to just play it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
He butt dials a black customer. I guess we do have to set it up.
Yeah, you just dropped off a pizza at this customer's house who's black.
Right.
And the guy said in a YouTube video that he gave him a 21% tip or something like that. But I guess it wasn't enough. So the delivery guy is complaining about this customer to one of his coworkers in the car. But he doesn't realize he has butt dialed the customer that he's talking about.
Oh, my God.
And this was all left on the guy's voicemail.
Wait, and the 21% tip is not good on your pizza?
Not good enough.
Why not?
You'd have to ask that guy.
Wow.
Oh, man, I might be under tipping.
Well, I think a 20% tip is good in a restaurant.
They're not filling up my water glass. They're dropping a pizza off. So I give them a few bucks and send them on their way.
I don't know if I'd motherfuck somebody for a 21% tip, because people are taught that you do 15% when you're in a restaurant before tax.
Right.
Is technically the right tip. So if you're tipping 20% on something, I mean, you probably
I don't tip. Society deems a job tip-worthy?
This guy thought it might be race-related.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Of course,
Well,
everything is.
Well.
Not at all. That's usually the only requirement for being a nigger.
Oh, boy.
They give me $5 there. Fine, outstanding African-American gentleman of the community. Well, they tip me, it's fucking nigger. I'm like singing opera all the way home. All the way like, nigger. I'm like, nigger.
You went old school. You went old school.
Sounds like you in the shower.
Singing opera all the way home. All right, that
On
was
somebody's machine.
Wow.
What a dummy. Do you know what's funny about
That's a
this?
whoops.
There's zero plausible explanation for it.
Right.
I got another digger song too. And the whole one. And there's an instrumental, but I got words to it. And it's diggy dig, diggy dig, diggy dig, diggy dig, diggy dig, diggy digger.
It's from the SWAT theme. I got to step up my game. I don't even do this. Jesus.
Yeah, you got to work the word into old theme songs.
He's doing the
TV theme songs.
Oh.
But wait, how did he, if the guy dialed his home...
He's on his cell, so he calls him and says, hey, buddy, I'm right outside your apartment.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so the last call he made was to the guy.
But then he's talking to this guy at work.
Voicemail. And so he's in the car.
What, was his buddy in the car with him?
I guess.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought he called his buddy.
Right,
No,
right.
no, no, no.
Oh, that's why you can hear. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
He was a big fucking nigger. Sometimes we get two versions of that. What is the big order if they're far away and it's just really black? Yeah, yeah. So black, fucking fireflies fall around in the daytime.
Oh, boy.
Holy
Oh my God. Wow.
And with that, we say hi to Bill Burr. What's up,
Hey,
Bill?
I missed what you guys were listening to.
I know. It was a voicemail that was left inadvertently on a gentleman's phone from a guy that I guess was angry with the gentleman for not tipping. Was that what it was?
White pizza guy delivers to a black customer. He gave him, and I guess he got a 21% tip, but that probably wasn't enough in his mind. So he gets in the
Crazy.
car with his friend, and he's saying all this racist stuff, and he didn't realize he pocket dialed the customer, so it's all on the customer's voicemail.
Oh no! And he was
he's-
saying some awful things.
He was singing Niggero. Yeah, it was really. There's no room for interpretation.
No. That's nothing you could say. Well, you got to take it in context.
So what happens?
That's a good question. What
so
does
he
happen?
gets, yeah, because usually when you mess up like that, you get fired and you end up delivering pizzas.
Yeah.
This guy basically, how much farther down can this guy go?
Yeah. True.
I don't know. I don't know what happens.
Well, he definitely got fired.
Yeah.
Do we know that for sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to fire the guy.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
Can't be like the feelings of our drivers is not that here. He does have a car that works, and we're exploiting him, and would like to continue to do so outside of his feelings about race.
Right.
And Papa John himself issued an apology.
Oh, he did?
The Papa John.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. He barely
What did he
speaks, that
say?
guy.
What did he say?
Yeah.
I want to hear that apology.
He apologized to the driver for sending him to such a cheap customer. It's a racist organization.
He wrote. Go ahead.
No.
He wrote, friends, I'm extremely concerned to learn about the reprehensible language used by 2 former employees in one of our restaurants.
They got rid of both.
Yeah.
Wow.
Their thinking and actions defy both my personal and the company values, and everything for which this company stands. The employees responsible for this absolutely unacceptable behavior were...
Does that ever come up in their meetings about pizza? All right, now that we know what toppings we're going to push, what do you guys think about Puerto Ricans? So, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Were immediately terminated. My heartfelt apology goes out to the customer involved, his family, and our community at large. I'm very sorry that anyone would be exposed to these hurtful and painful words by any person involved in any way with our company. Thank you for your important comments. I have personally reached out to our customer to share my own thoughts and offer my deepest apology. Sincerely.
You think that guy gets free pizza for life at least?
I would hope so.
Yeah. Papa John, do the right thing.
You think?
Free pizza for life for the customer. Yeah. Just...
Plus, everybody loves him on World Star Hip Hop.
It's just a dumb joke. What?
Everybody loves him on World Star now.
I'm sure.
Who, the guy?
Yeah, that's where he posted it.
Oh, they love the customer.
The customer.
Yeah. Now, what did do we have a video of the customer?
No.
Is the customer talking in the YouTube video or no?
I mean, a little bit, but
okay.
No. It's not about the customer.
Damn,
yeah, you're saying
about the delivery guy.
Who ass styles people anymore? What kind of fucking phones do you have? A BlackBerry or something?
I don't know.
Which would be ironic.
Yeah. You do it all the time?
I do it all the time.
Really?
Do you? What kind of phone?
I have the iPhone.
How do you ass style with an iPhone?
I don't. First of all, I don't keep it in the back.
Right,
keep it in the front.
I keep it up.
I dick dial. I don't know if I have like my keys or whatever. No, but it's always like whoever.
You don't have a code in there
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know whoever the last person I texted. Then I'll like have like looks like Russian that I send them. I don't know what the fucking.
But don't you have to put in?
But it doesn't send. But I mean, I've definitely just been like. I don't know what I do. I just pick up my phone and it's dialing the last person.
Yep, I've done that too.
Yeah,
even with your fucking safety thing.
Well, yeah, maybe it's before you turn it off and you don't realize, like,
there's that window.
There's a window. And do you ever get a 4-minute message from somebody and then you realize immediately they pocket dialed you, but you fucking keep listening? Like I'm almost secretly hoping they badmouth me and I fucking catch it.
No, you get scared they're gonna badmouth.
No, I listen.
I get very frightened.
Yeah, I get frightened too.
I don't want to hear it.
No, I don't either. But you do listen and you just pray that they're not gonna say anything stupid.
Yeah.
I delete it immediately.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to.
I don't want to know.
No, I don't want to know.
I had a woman who got her shit stolen. I think this is from yesterday.
Is this quite literally?
Yeah, pretty much.
Her shit?
Yeah, she was stockpiling it in her trunk.
Oh.
And somebody decided they needed her shit.
Steal her
more than
shit.
she did.
Oh.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, actually.
All right.
It was cram-packed full of stuff, and now it's all gone.
Chelsea Coots made the discovery this morning. A trunk that had been full was missing most of what was inside.
I can't believe it. I'm still in shock.
And beyond the shock of a rare theft on her quiet street, she couldn't believe she had to tell police exactly what someone stole.
It was horrible. He kind of started laughing, but he felt bad. So, yeah, he asked me to describe everything just in detail and like colors, and then he asked. It was just horrible.
Horrible because she had been storing a cache of items that took her months and about $500 to gather, all for a bachelorette party this weekend.
They finally get to us.
Ah.
See what this fucking asshole is doing here.
Well, wow, a bachelorette party.
Keeping you guessing, this reporter. He's clever.
All for a bachelorette party this weekend.
I've been storing it in my trunk because I have 2 little ones and didn't want them to see all the dirty things in there. Lots of toys, blow-up items, all kinds of goodies. Her whole attire for that night.
Clothing and paraphernalia for Haley Kirby and 9 of her friends.
It broke my heart. Chelsea's worked so hard for so long on all this, and she's done a really good job. And it's just sad to see someone come and take all that away like that, and I don't even know what they could use it for.
You don't know what they could use it for?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, lady?
Fuck, exactly.
So,
500 in sex toys? That's not a lot, right?
500
Those
sex
things
toys?
go for like fucking $25,
Oh,
$30
$500
a clip.
worth?
Yeah, 500 isn't a lot of sex toys.
She's not bad.
Whoa!
Whoa! Story gets hotter.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yay!
Whoa!
Oh, wow!
Whoa!
Wasn't it wow?
I think it was just whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, not so much there.
Who's that?
That's the bride-to-be.
Ew.
Oh,
Pig.
Her friend is fucking.
Wow, look at her friend with the legs. Go down.
Sexy there.
I'm into legs lately. Look at those legs. God damn.
I like a nice pair of legs.
Wow, yeah, look at
I like to caress them.
To you?
Smell those stinky little tootsies on them.
And stole some items rarely seen in police reports.
Oh, boy.
All happened in the Bluff neighborhood, and one of the victims lost hundreds of dollars worth of sex toys.
Oh,
KBB's Ben Singer joins us live with these sensitive details. Ben?
Sensitive.
And Wayne, police tell us that there are at least 5 victims in the Bluff neighborhood that you mentioned. And we talked to one woman tonight about
You can't take anybody seriously in that neighborhood, though.
No.
Cram-packed full of stuff. And now
Let's see her, though.
all gone.
Chelsea Coots made the discovery this morning.
Whoa,
The trunk that had
okay.
been full was
Nice.
missing most of what was inside.
I can't believe it. I'm so in shock.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like Taylor Swift.
She does.
She couldn't believe she had to tell police exactly what someone stole.
Oh, boy.
It was horrible. He kind of started laughing, but he felt bad. So, yeah, he asked me to describe everything just in detail.
Big and black.
Like, colors, and then he asked.
Two heads on it.
It was horrible.
Horrible, because she had been storing a cache of
Horrible with the W.
Horrible. About $500 to gather, all for a
pretty
bachelorette
sexy.
party this weekend.
I've been storing it in my trunk because I have 2 little ones and
Junk
didn't want
in
them
the
to see all
trunk.
the dirty things in there. Lots of toys.
She's all right.
By the way, can you rewind for a
gloves,
second?
items.
Watch how they
all
skip. You
kinds
could see
of
that they
goodies,
jump cut.
ones.
He probably
Didn't
said,
want
could you
them to see all
describe
the
them? Watch. Go back a little
dirty
bit. Watch.
things in there. Lots of toys.
Yeah.
That's where the reporter goes, describe them.
Items.
Yes, describe them,
all
please.
kinds of
In graphic
goodies,
detail.
her whole
Take your
attire for that
time.
night.
Yeah. Don't forget anything.
Imagine if she said like she had really graphic things. Well, it was like it was a dark cock and a cunt hammer, 2 nipple milkers and a shit holder.
Cunt hammer. Oh, man.
I know.
Clothing and paraphernalia for Haley Kirby and 9 of her friends.
It broke her heart. Chelsea's worked so hard.
Look at her
so long
hair.
on all this,
Ew.
and
Like
she's
a
done a
bun
really
on
good
top.
job. And
You're
it's
so
just
not
sad
a
to see
Haley.
someone come and
Ugh.
take all that away like that, and I don't even know what they could use it for.
That we
you
never
don't?
know. But one thing's for sure,
She's a bit
the party
teethy.
will go on.
It's going to be fun no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Now they'll just have to use their mouths.
turned to-
and
Hi, I'm Herb
scissor.
Tarlick. Who's this guy?
Yeah.
That guy sucks.
He's got his news station jacket
Yeah,
on.
really.
He's
The
a
worst.
pro.
Hope he hurts himself.
All right. We got an old broad that loves dick.
Oh, yeah.
This is great. News 12 interviews a 100-year-old woman, but they can't air it. They
100
can't
years
air
young.
the interview. So how did this get out there?
I don't know exactly how it got out there, but the video is just strictly like the B-roll or whatever. Like it's the unedited reporter sitting down with the woman trying to get some sound bites, and it just isn't happening.
Wow.
Because the woman will not cooperate.
She's 100.
She's
Fuck
100.
You.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Can we see the whole video, or is it long?
You can.
Or should I just play the highlight here?
The clips are a little more digestible, but if you'd like to watch the whole video.
No, let's go with this.
Is there anybody alive from the 1800s anymore?
I think the last person died.
Didn't we do that story?
No, we had the
there are,
oldest
actually.
person, but is it some? Is
No, I
somebody
think
from
we-
1899 still
There is
alive?
somebody, yeah, you're right.
Or they said that there's only... We did this
The
recently.
Japanese guy or something who just turned.
It was either the last, or then they said now we're down to like just 9 or 10 or
The
something
last
like
male. I think the
Was
last
it?
male.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple
We just
people.
did the story a little
You
while
got to be
back.
fucking 113 or something, right?
That's possible.
At least.
113.
Yeah, there's a couple people
There are a couple of people that are 113. Wow.
There's no one from the 1700s, though.
No? Did they?
No, there's got to be people still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
113. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You wonder if you look at, like we talked about this again recently, but do you look at death differently? Like, I beat all the odds. That's the next step. Or do you look at it the way we do? Like, fuck. I'm dead soon.
I think you want to cling on to However long.
I don't know.
Like it depends if you have something to live for. Like this woman has something to live for.
She's still getting dick at 100?
Right. She's still got dick to live for.
Let's see.
No, you're right.
How your dick hanging?
Whoa! Let's talk about your birthday real quick.
Alright, Grandma, you shocking your great-grandchildren. I want you to know that. They don't shock right there. Oh, my great-grand.
Yeah. Can you answer this question for me? How does it feel to be 100?
I feel like a lemon no mint squares.
You feel like what?
A lemon no mint squares.
Okay. And how many more years? You want another 100, right?
Oh yeah, I want 100 and 100.
So what are you doing to celebrate your birthday?
Huh?
What you doing to celebrate your birthday?
Give me a piece of dick. I know.
Give me a piece of dick.
Give me a piece of dick. How do they not air that and just beep it? That's fucking great.
Oh, my God. Give me a piece of dick, she's saying.
That's great.
How great is she?
She just wants to. I'm gonna ask you one more question.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna hopefully keep it PG.
Gotta keep it PG. What?
So what does it mean to you to make it to 100?
One dick.
Mom, come on,
Grandma, you can't do that. We'll talk about the dick later. Mama.
4 times she said dick. She's
Wow.
great.
She loves dick.
I like the first when she first says, "How's your dick swinging?" when the reporter sits down.
Yeah.
The family's all in, like, "Oh, there's Grandma being crazy again." But now they're like, they're not gonna seriously stop talking about.
Yeah, they're not gonna
dick.
air this, you dummy.
You have to stop.
She doesn't care.
Seems like she's got it together though for 100.
Yeah,
She's
wants
funny.
some dick.
Yeah, man.
And horny.
She's got some good timing.
Exactly. She wants those fucking old legs open, those old wishbones separated, something fucking just stuck in her.
Jesus.
Little kid sitting behind her on the couch.
Yeah. She wants a fucking cock stuck into that vagina that was getting wet before Hoover ran the FBI.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, 100, so...
That's fucking 1913.
Let's say she lost her virginity when she was 15.
That's 28. Okay, wow.
15, so how many years ago was that now? 85
fucking
years ago?
85 years she's been taking cock.
85 years of dick. Wow.
I'm always amazed, like that Chinese guy that was 113 or 116, whatever he was. They said he retired in 1962. I'm like, imagine your whole professional life has been done since the beat of the British invasion, and you've been alive since then.
That's crazy.
Enjoying retirement.
Or are you enjoying it?
Just shaking your fist at the neighbor's kids for fucking 50 years. Wow. That's crazy. Jesus. That's some old shit right there.
I want the Pitbull story that we missed yesterday.
I got it.
You got the clip?
Mm-hmm. There's more grandma stuff.
Oh, good.
Is there?
There's a third track.
I didn't see a third track.
She talk about dick.
Funny she mentioned something else. I need pussy.
One more track from the 100-year-old.
All right, now, do you want to know about how you feel you're 100 years old, and you know, so don't tell them nothing about no dick.
Yeah, none of that.
None of that. Tell them about that other stuff that, you know, the nice stuff.
Listen, I need this.
Okay? The good stuff is the
Grandma, you have Mama, when I tell you God, you blessed by God, ain't you?
Oh, yeah.
Video.
I'm blessed by dick.
Listen, I got her saying something good. Okay. So we're good. I was trying to get more, but we're good.
You sure you don't want to give up a little more, Mom? How you feel about us? I feel better when I get a good dick.
Oh, she's the best.
Imagine if the family said, you want dick? You really want dick? We're going to get you dick, Grandma.
Get her a stripper.
You think
Jesus.
You think she would take dick at 100?
In a second.
You think she would?
And she would take big dick.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
So she's not just talk.
No. She'd wet it with her fucking old dry mouth.
You'd need a lot of fucking lube, yeah.
It'd be like sticking a dick in an envelope. A smelly envelope. Oh, an envelope that had been fucking basted in shit and urine. She'd let a fucking German shepherd. She'd get fucked by a Malamute if she could.
Would she ask that her family leaves the room, or would she not bother waiting?
I don't think she'd care.
Yeah,
I
she
don't
don't
think
give
so
a
either.
fuck.
No,
She'll
I
take her
think
dick anyway.
She wouldn't even care if she had on dirty diapers.
Why's Grandma take some dick? That's what she would be. She don't care.
She loves it.
And now what's this guy?
Oh, the Pitbull guy's great.
You saw the video?
Yes, I did.
I haven't seen it yet.
So good.
Can I see the video?
We ran out of time yesterday, but you got a guy. He's pretty much stuck in his house because
His own house? Oh.
Because there's a pit bull on his porch.
Yeah?
Yeah, like a pit bull wandered in, and then he shoot him out of his house, but now the pit bull won't leave his porch.
Yeah.
And so he's afraid of the pit bull, so now he can't leave his house.
Oh, man.
So he shut the door, but he turned on his video camera and just started yelling about the pit bull.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's great.
Let's hear this.
Okay, this some unbelievable shit recording from the bando. That's what I'm going to call it, because this is some old crazy Mufasa arc type crap. This dog just walked in our damn house. This big, retarded dog is after throwing up on my porch. You know what I'm saying? Andre had to push him out with the pillow, where it snatched the pillow from Andre, and it just...
He's humping the pillow.
He trapped in the house. Niggas across the street working on the house, though. They ain't even helping.
Working
they
on
don't
the
even
house?
give a fuck. They sweeping the fucking yard while
Horrible
this
house.
big-ass dog is humping my pillow, and we trapped in the house. This is crazy. And then let's even look over here. Because if I can see over here, if you can see at the bus stop, let's see if we can get it. It's a nigga over there. If you can see a little bit, you see a leg and stuff like that. And this dog is not caring about none of them. Just walked in the house, we chilling, just hanging out, me, Josh, and Andre. And he just come up in the house, about to pee on everything.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
What a
Now
menace
he's
that
humping
dog is.
Like it's just a good old day. I can't wait till the vet get here. Won't you go home, dog? Go home. The dog police coming up in here.
Dog police.
Look at him, looking at me all crazy. The dog police. Can you imagine these big teeth running up in your house? You chilling, just saying if you was about to barbecue or anything, and this thing ran up in your house, man, I left Andre and Josh in this motherfucker. I went in the kitchen. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck that. I fight a nigga. I ain't fighting no dog. Shit, I ain't fighting no dog. Get on the poke. You gotta go, man.
There's a fat-headed
Police
dog.
coming. You must not be a nigga dog, because you must think you white, because the motherfucking a black dog would have ran off this porch when I said police. Taking breaks and mid-sections on humping my poor pillow that been drooled on, dragged, and mistreated. I'm sorry that my outside of my window messed up. He been playing with that too. He just been acting a fool. Big retarded dog on my porch. You know what I'm saying? Chilling, humping it.
Humping it.
Taking breaks. And look at him, and he back at it. What'd I tell you? It's like a dog porno. Here, take it, man. Take it. Because all I want this dog to do is get off my porch so I can go to work.
That dog is
Get
fucking
off my
that pillow.
porch. You hear me? See, he don't even care, man. What?
He just loves humping that pillow.
Motherfuckers over here not helping no damn body, man. Hey, hello, we need help, man. This shit is fucking
They're
crazy,
white.
man. And it's not even about color.
Caucasian.
Okay? Damn, motherfucker can help. And then this motherfucker black over here. You talking about white. If we can really zoom in, and I can, look, it's a black face. If you can really see, it's a black motherfucker in the bushes. Black motherfucker.
It happened so fast.
Man, this shit is crazy. Get off my porch, you nasty motherfucker. Throwing up in shit. I just swept the porch.
I'm sorry.
Oh, and this nigga laying down. Man, call the police, man. Call the police, man.
And the dog just laid there.
Oh, it's great.
That's a big alpha male pit bull.
Oh, yeah. That he probably would fuck him up.
But it said held 3 black men hostage for 2 hours.
Oh, shit.
Do you think that dog? It didn't look like it was angry.
No, but I bet if they went out there and tried to fuck with it, it would just turn around and bite him. It seemed like a alpha male in the fucking thing, shitting, pissing, throwing up all over the porch, fucking the pillow.
Big retarded dog.
Big retarded dog.
Oh, now this nigga laying down on the porch.
Get off my porch.
Where was that, by the way?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think
the city there. Or?
I think that was Greenwich, Connecticut.
Yeah, it did look like Greenwich. Shit. Motherfucker.
Pitbull rape pillow and hold 3 black man hostage for 2 hours on YouTube for you playing at home.
Is it getting some...
Oh, yeah.
It's got like